Hey everybody, We Might Be Drunk is brought to you by Sheath Underwear. If you're trying to make it through the summer wearing regular boxers, it's no wonder your dong and balls are a big, sweaty mess. What you need is Sheath with one pocket for your dick and a separate pocket for your balls. Everything stays cool and breezy. We love this stuff. Are you wearing it right now?
Wearing it right now. What better endorsement?
Oh my God.
Come on, look at that.
What? This isn't planned. We just wear it I love their underwear. So it's all my other shit turns into Swiss cheese.
Yes.
I'm walking around with my balls dangling out.
You got
Get
that
the
right.
little patch. Go to sheathunderwear.com. Use code DRUNK to get 20% off your first order. Plus Sheath Underwear's 100% money back guarantee. That's sheathunderwear.com. Promo code DRUNK. This guy's a veteran. He's a big comedy fan. We love this guy. Get Sheath Underwear. Support the show. Support your balls.
Here, here. These are women's. All right.
Hey.
Oh, sorry.
No, you go.
Hey. Wait, what's this? Oh, you brought the dog. Hey, I didn't even notice it.
He walked in. You didn't even say anything.
Oh, my bad. I went right to the seat.
You did one of things I usually do where you're like, ugh, and you walk in.
Yeah.
Hungover?
No, just flew in yesterday, went straight to spots, and I had a 10 a.m. pod. So I'm.
How was that improv show?
It was great, but I blew it.
Why?
Well, I feel bad. I didn't prepare, and it showed.
Really?
And it was star-studded. It was like Kreischer, Joe Coy, Whitney, Fortune Feimster, Dion Cole, Craig Robinson, Jeff Dunham.
You're representing New York. What the fuck?
I know. They go, do old material. You don't have to burn anything new. I said, great. I know all that. And then I'm up there going, what's that joke from 2014? How's that end? And it went okay, but I forgot 3 jokes. I didn't say thank you to the improv. I blew it.
Yeah, well, we don't like come up there.
That's true. That's true.
But you still got to say thank you, I guess.
Yeah. The ego. I was like, I got this.
Yeah, it's good to have one of those every once in a while.
I learned my lesson, but you don't want to learn your lesson on Netflix with a big shoot. They fly you out, you know.
Yeah, fuck.
I know. I feel ashamed. But it still went okay. I just, you hate to know that you forgot 3 jokes, you know.
Damn.
I know.
Maybe they'll edit it so you look fine.
All right, I hope so. They probably use 5 minutes of it anyway, but the dog looks good.
The dog is fun.
Can you introduce us to your
this is
guest?
Winnie.
Please.
This is a lady I'm seeing's Pooch, One-Eyed Winnie. And lost an eye. Dude, a fucking pug with a touch of Chihuahua surviving on the streets of L.A. She was found.
Wow.
So that's why she has one eye. Because she probably some fucking tough L.A. Chihuahua was like, hey, mama.
Yeah.
Hey, mamacita.
Out on Skid Row doing fentanyl.
And I mean, she was probably had to fight for her life. So she'll be, last night she's in her bed and I just like touch her and she goes, ah, like this, like she'll snap on you. I'm like, oh, that shit doesn't go away.
Yes.
Where you know.
Flashbacks. So streets, they're in her.
Well, Matt, what were you just saying to me about your cat?
Oh, no, that cat is stray, and she will only sleep in cardboard boxes.
Whoa.
He said his cat's a stray. He took her in, and she only sleeps in cardboard boxes now.
He just said that.
He's on a mic.
Oh,
you not on
thank
mic?
you.
Not right now.
Oh,
Good
okay.
save.
Wow.
All right, what are you dressed like a special needs kid? What's going on here?
I'm trying to class it up a little bit.
Okay.
I am Matthew. Okay. Well, this dog's great though. Fun to we literally play the thing. We just took a cab up here and she fucking loses it at rap music. She hates rap music.
Really? That's adorable. Maybe she's singing along. She probably knows Biggie or
Like
one of them.
L.A. street dog.
Yeah.
She,
Yeah.
yeah.
She knows Tupac. She goes way back. This is Suge Knight's dog.
She's old. She's 16, dude.
Oh, yeah.
An old lady walked up to me on the street the other day and she goes, I hope I look that good when I'm 16. I was like, you won't. It means you're 112. You'll be long dead. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to be polite, but come on.
I'm going to look up rap music from 16 years ago and see how she reacts to it.
Oh, okay.
16
year would
years
that be?
ago. Really?
2002?
2007.
7?
See?
I can't do math.
All right.
This is exciting. I hope she pulls out a shank and cuts somebody.
She probably was getting like held down by 3 dogs and getting raped, and she had to just shank her way out.
Yeah, she got out of there.
Yeah.
She fought her way out. Good for her.
She's a badass.
All right, here we go. Now make sure it's Los Angeles based.
Oh.
Get California Love on. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, that's 90s. California.
Play it loud too. Are we gonna get demonetized right now?
You got to
All right.
play, what, 16 seconds they'll give you? Wow, I forgot about the whole Mad Max thing.
She's really deaf. Let's see.
Oh, it's popping up. Uh-oh. flashbacks are swirling. Remember that knife fight on Sepulveda? Yeah, she's getting a little anxious. A little angsty.
She needs a... For that,
she was at that barbecue.
For that, she needs a little treat. Here, Winnie.
This is great. She'll be shitting that up in about 8 minutes. Come on.
She all right? She's got like no teeth.
Man.
She's old as shit.
You love older women. Holy moly.
Yeah.
I think the rap thing pissed her off.
I know. I think that was a bad idea.
Wow, she's like an old conservative. She's like, turn that shit off. She was burning NWA records with Nancy Reagan. Oh, boy, one eye.
One eye is fucking always kind of funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's like, because it's badass. You think of like Nick Fury. You think of, what's her name from Kill Bill? Daryl Hannah.
Yeah, Dan Crenshaw.
Well, but it was like from the war, right?
He was a Marine, yeah.
I mean, so it's always like a badass backstory.
Yep.
And then a little fucking pug.
I know. Pull up the Men in Black dog, because that's what this reminds me of.
Pugs are fucking great.
Great, and great for like the tongue out. I mean, it's gold. There he is. I wonder who voiced that guy, because he killed it.
Men in Black is solid. It holds up.
The first one's great.
It is.
Oh, yeah, the dog had a name. A or J.
Rip Torn looks like a bulldog.
He does. Hey. I'm going to have to put a pee pad down. She's getting moist. Seeing that hot pug in a tux.
Dude, that's the thing is she still starts shit. Like I take her on a walk and a big dog will walk by and she'll just go like, Rah! And they always back down because she's got that street in her.
Right.
But the one time they call her bluff, she's fucking dead.
Of course.
So if she's got nothing to back it, there's no teeth left. I mean, she can't bite. She's got like one tooth.
Yeah.
It's like that Dave Attell bit.
Right. Taffy. And plus, she's got a little weight around the gut there. I mean, she's out of touch.
Yeah.
Out of shape.
Out of shape. She's losing it.
But she's cute as a button, and I wish we could get her on the mic. We'd just hear some of these stories.
I got a crazy fucking story for you.
Please.
Because I was in LA the week before you. Mm-hmm. I do Whitney Cummings' podcast, and afterwards we're doing spots. So she drives me to the spot. We're on the same show. She does a phone call with Rodney Dangerfield's wife.
Whoa.
So she was, they're just on the phone. They're just chatting. I was like, oh, and Whitney's like, oh, she's like the coolest person. She like really loved him. You could tell she really loved Rodney. And we're on the phone. And afterwards, I start doing the impression in the car. And Whitney's like, she's cracking up. She's like, I didn't know you love Rodney like that. I was like, oh, I love Rodney,
Yeah.
She's like, no, I know you liked him. But I was like, oh, no, he's like maybe my favorite,
Sure.
And she's like, we should call her back. You should do the bits on the phone. So I start doing the impression, and she's cracking up.
Oh,
I'm getting her laugh. I know, that could have gone real sad. I'm like,
her with rap. She's getting triggered. Wow.
Oh, my God. What would be worse than fully committing to a bit and her being like, he's dead. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I know.
But she was cool about it, and she like was like, oh, I really loved him. I woke up every morning like laughing and happy.
Wow.
He like made me so happy. Wow. And it was just so cool because she is like a hot younger woman. So you never know, but clearly the love was real.
Sure.
And then I do a bit. I was an ugly kid. My mother never breastfed me. She told me she liked me as a friend. And she laughs. Then she goes, there was another breastfeeding joke. I go, I was an ugly kid. My mother, she breastfed me through a straw. I'll tell you, I was ugly. She goes, that's it.
I've never heard that one.
And then she goes, I got a Rodney Dangerfield joke that no one has ever heard. You want to hear it?
Ooh.
And I was like, of course. He's coming out of brain surgery. We don't know if he's going to make it. He says before, like, shit, I don't know. Like, if I don't make it, hello, Beer Jew.
Yo.
Perfect timing.
And he says, if, Rodney Dangerfield, I'm telling a story about Dangerfield's wife is telling me over the phone. And she goes, he says to me, like, if I don't make it, fuck, like, what do I do? I need my mind to be sharp. And he's going into brain surgery. He comes out. They don't know if he's okay. And the doctor, everyone's in there. The doctor goes, Rodney, did you cough anything up? And he goes, yeah, $500 last week to a whore.
Oh, my God.
Everyone in the room fucking erupts in laughter. Like, can you imagine just like, it's like off the cuff.
Wow.
Just like, is he dead?
Yeah.
It's literally
great.
like The Undertaker, just like popping up,
Wow. Also, what a great wife. She's like, oh, the whore thing. It's a joke. But good for her to roll with it.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't look like Winnie.
Oh, I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see it. Yeah, the big eyes.
They have comical faces for sure.
Yeah, the Jay Leno Rodney story when he's in bed.
Yeah, what is that again?
He's laying in bed, could die at any moment. All the pipes, the tubes are all hooked up. And the wife goes, Jay, just put your finger in his hand, just to let him know you're here, because he couldn't respond or anything. And he goes, Rodney, he puts the finger in his hand, he goes, Rodney, you're my favorite comic, you mean the most to me, and there's one thing I got to tell you, that's not my finger. And he said, Rodney went, like a twitch, and he's like, I think he got it.
I heard that story, and I think Joan was in there with him too, right? It was.
I don't know, maybe.
Jay Leno and Joan were both in there.
Wow,
Crazy.
what a room.
Holy shit.
Hot show.
It's a hot hospital room.
I know, but it's a good roster. Leno was supposed to be on this LA show, and he had to back out. I was hoping to meet him. Yeah, because I know he's a fan of yours, and I'm a huge fan of his.
I want him on the pod.
Oh,
I feel like he's got, his 80s stories, I just want to hear him. I remember reading his book when I was like a kid. Remember that one, Leading with My Chin?
Oh, yeah.
That was a good one.
That was great.
Old school.
He's got all the history. Like, he stopped in front of the car. He got hit by a car during the comedy strike in the 70s or 80s.
For a guy who loves cars, he has had bad luck with cars.
That's true.
But I guess that comes with the obsession sometimes.
He might be the toughest guy on the planet. He gets his face burned off, and then he's back at work doing jokes about it.
And that's what you do. Like, some people are insecure. Like, there was that one comedian who had a weird chin and got it removed and repaired, and none of us know his name.
Right.
Leno's got a weird chin. He's like, I'm the chin guy.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Have you seen the Louis and Leno fight on The Tonight Show?
It was great.
Great.
Can we play that, or are we going to get... Pull it up.
Play that. It's
Leno
Louis
and
and Leno on The Tonight Show. And
but
Louis...
it's playful. But they go back and forth in a way where you're like... I think Louis is kind of going at him a little bit. Being like, I got this guy. And Leno's kind of like, no, fuck you. I can still have fun.
Exactly. Because everybody's like, oh, you're the corny Tonight Show kind of mainstream guy. But no, he had some venom in him.
Dude, you know what else we got to pull up at some point? Maybe on a Patreon, or maybe just like, after our guest. We have a special guest coming in, not just Winnie, another special guest. But we could play it after. Have you ever seen Mark Summers versus Burt Reynolds on
Yes. What? No.
Let's save that for later.
Okay.
Have that queued up. Let's watch the Louis one first.
It shouldn't be hard to find. Louis and Leno fighting Tonight Show. That's
too long.
It's later. He's older.
Yeah.
Louis,
he's older?
Louis is like at the peak of Louis.
Yeah, it's like it was. No. It
I
wasn't
think it's later
2002.
than that.
It was like at that run where every time Louis did Couch, you were like, you have to see this.
Yes. Everything's amazing and no one cares. The cell phone, it's going to space.
That's what started it. I feel like.
I think that's kind of what broke him.
I got it.
Yeah, there was a
was
lot.
huge, but...
Also, that bit in the end of the HBO special with his daughter. But why?
Oh,
that
brilliant.
was big.
Brilliant joke. Oh, it's on YouTube.
I'm on YouTube.
You're on premium. Oh, dude, we gotta get these boomers out of here. We gotta get some Asian twink to come in here and really gamer it up.
Peter, find an Asian intern,
please. Make him trans. I want a full headset, the video game chair.
We just turned to Salamanca for the next episode. It's an Asian there in the same shitty outfit.
He may not be trans, but his name is Tran.
Hey, there you go. I'll take it.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I liked it. What are we drinking today there, Fatty?
Oh, well, I'll introduce it when the guest comes.
Oh, yeah.
Or do you guys want to start now? We can start now.
No, we'll save it for the guest.
I think this is it, 2006.
Maybe. I think Louis is in a
I don't
t-shirt.
think this is it. No, this isn't it.
This is not it?
No.
All right.
It can't be that hard, but I don't want to.
It was a definite heat check from Louis, where Louis was murdering so much that he was like, "I'm gonna fuck with the host," and he did it to Fallon too, and it was they were good.
Really?
Yeah, they were. I mean, they were. Fallon, it was like a little rough because he was like, "I told them not to hire you." Remember that one?
Oh, that was crazy.
That was one where I was like, "This is kind of mean."
Yeah, because he was like, "You're too cute. You were too cute. I hated how cute you were. The girls liked you." And you're like, Louis, you're just owning up that you're a fucking asshole.
I know.
You know, you're a jealous, bitter guy. This is it.
This is it.
Heterosexual outfit I've ever seen.
I'll say, so he got a little zing about his outfit.
He said, what did he say?
He got a real sexual outfit on.
Okay.
Heterosexual outfit I've ever seen.
Heterosexual.
You look like a man who tried to dress himself.
It is. This is it.
Oh, I didn't know Leno started it a little bit.
Okay.
This is it.
Maybe this isn't it.
You look like a cop.
Is it inside out?
Oh, wait, hold on.
I do. You look like protecting the president.
Well, this is my job. This is my uniform.
I know. You are. By the way, you are.
Here it is.
I hope I can say this without insulting you. Yes. You're the weirdest looking person on the planet Earth.
Because he is weird looking.
That's very kind.
I don't mean that as a negative.
No.
It's just nobody. I can't
It's just
describe
the fact that I have a full head of hair.
Oh! And Oh wait, I didn't know we were going here.
But it's fun.
Yeah.
That's the wrong way.
But Louis has a great response.
It's just that I just don't have to cover my chin because I'm proud of it.
Woo! That's two. That's a 1-2 punch.
Jay, if you weren't famous and you robbed a bank,
This is it.
and the dude was describing you to like a police sketch artist, he'd be like, "No, seriously, what did he look like?"
That's a great joke.
Looks like this. Nobody looks like you. I can't believe I'm looking at you all the time. I'm looking at
Oh, he's back on the ropes. Now how's Leno gonna get out of it?
And if you robbed a bank, what?
you. I keep the money and be happy.
No, I say that.
That's it.
They got out of it.
Wow.
Louis
Great
were
TV.
definitely more creative.
Yeah.
It's a Tonight Show audience. Like to me, the funniest line is they'd be like, "No, what does he really look
Yes.
like?" But that didn't get the pop.
Right, true, but it's way more clever.
It's a Tonight Show crowd.
Full head of hair is easy. Not, I don't say easy, but it's an obvious sight gag. You can see it right there.
But it's fun.
Yeah, the sketch art is a little more high concept, but that's Louis.
But this is when you could kind of be a dick, and it was fun. Like it didn't feel contentious.
No, not at all. And I'm sure they went backstage in the commercials like, "That was great. That was a great moment."
However, the Steve Summers one.
That's
was
fucking
Mark
Summers.
Mark Summers. Let me look it up.
But that's a long. It's long. We might just want to say let's say put a pin in that and save it for the end because if
Find it now because it's going to take you a half hour to find it.
That's true.
Any word from the guest? I don't want to. Oh, good. Okay, but he knows he's coming. All right,
Okay,
great.
good. And he knows the floor and everything, right? Okay, good.
I'll tell you, I got upgraded on
Yeah?
the flight back. I got that lay down.
They didn't fly you first class? It's
No.
fucking Netflix.
I know. Well, they nickel and dime.
How much they paid you? You should have bought a first class ticket.
Well, now here's the
You
rub.
can't take it with you.
That's true. But I had your voice in my head, and I was looking at the flight. I was like, oh, man, I'm like 38D. That's an LA flight, 6 hours, 6 and change. Let me look at the first class. There was 2 available, and it was $8.99 to upgrade to first class. And I already paid, $400 for the ticket or whatever. It's like, that's pricey. But it's a long flight. It's Netflix. They're paying pretty well. Fuck it, I'll buy it. Pushed send. This is rare for me. I never do this. I push purchase, and then I got the email. You've purchased your ticket, first class. Woo, all right. Then I check the app, and it goes, you've been upgraded.
Oh.
And I was like, well, wait a minute. Maybe they got confused. I've been upgraded. I bought the ticket. I bought the ticket on accident. I didn't need it. I got upgraded. I lost the money. I got upgraded for free.
Here's how you got to look at it, though. You would have bought it anyway.
I guess you're right.
The upgrade's a roll of a dice.
What a kick in the dick.
You're making enough. You should. Here's how I look at the first class ticket.
$8.99.
It's a lot of money. Here's how I look at it, though. You're making enough on the road. You're on the road as much as you are. You want to look forward to going to work. That's how I look at it. I look forward when I have a first class ticket. I look forward, and I didn't. This is a very new thing. I was middle seat coach for a hot decade plus.
Sure.
And I'm 6'3". I didn't enjoy that shit.
That's hell.
I'm sure that did not help my fucking neck. But
Right.
now I'm like, fuck it. This is a work trip. It's a write off. I want to be excited to get on that trip.
Right.
And that lay flat, I can lay down. I'll fucking
It's nice.
bring
The
a
movies are
book.
better
I'll
than
watch
the
a
meal.
movie.
Yeah, you're right. But I couldn't help looking to 4B at the fucking coos who was reading a book and doing Sudoku and going, I paid for that, bitch. I almost took a roll off her tray just because I wanted to eat it, just to get something back.
What you should do, though, is just be like, this worked out. That's how you have to look at it.
I
Also,
guess.
think about how much you got paid from fucking Netflix.
Yeah.
That's crazy that Netflix doesn't just get your flight.
I know. I might just send him the bill. Be like, here you go. Like, play dumb. There you go. You guys are covering this, right? Yeah, of course. Okay.
I think that's an easy email back. No, we're not.
Yeah.
I don't think you're just going to fucking Jedi mind tricked into paying for, but they should. I remember back in the day doing late night sets on like Corden, and they wouldn't pay for even like a coach ticket. And I was like, wow, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
I think. Because it's not, but then you just like, I'd route it with like a weekend at like the Punchline or something. So
Right.
it wasn't like a waste, but I think that's crazy. It's CBS, but that's how much money they were hemorrhaging.
Right.
That's why they're fucking not doing a late night host
Losing
anymore.
$20 million a year.
Whoa. We all
I
just
know.
assume TV. They have zillions and zillions.
But they were
no.
hemorrhaging that much fucking money.
Wow. And they're bringing it back. I think Hardwick's going to host.
No.
Did you hear that? Maybe
No, I think
got
it's
a
just
bad
that. I don't think
intel.
they have a host. I think they're just doing at midnight.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Okay.
That's the first step before they go full on AI.
I know, right?
They just get no host, and they're like, this is... I watch some shows, and I'm like, this is fucking...
Well, TV sucks. I mean, look, no offense to late night. We did it for years, but, like, even Conan's like, I'm doing a podcast. This shit's over. It feels a little antiquated. Like, who sits down and watches Fallon? Oh, here we go at 11 p.m.
I know.
You know, bowl of popcorn. Oh, who's on? JWoww? Oh, boy, I can't wait. You know, who gives a shit?
Is JWoww still on?
I threw out a crazy name.
I think she was on back when Louis was on that Leno.
Yeah, you might be right. She got a lot of surgery.
But, you know, fucking... all these shows, like, I date a girl who's like, I come home and, like, Bravo is on. I'm like, get this shit off my TV.
My lady does the same.
I don't want to, like...
Cut to 6 months later, you're watching...
No, it's been 6 months.
Same.
There's another one where it's just, like, it's called Below Deck, and it's just people yachting. Holy shit, are these motherfuckers boring. Like, this was before, this is how we got to AI. This is literally, like, we get dumb, fucking, uninteresting idiots with no talent.
Yep.
It costs us less.
Yep.
You don't have to pay writers. So now you're already not paying writers. We have the show. And I'm not saying you can't have... Like, look, people like reality, but you can't deny this is how we got here.
Of course. It was the end. It was the death of TV. I mean, like, this Is It Cake? Who the hell would do that show?
I just taped an episode.
But...
You know what's funny? I was there with... It was me and Christina P.
Oh, I love P.
And we had a lot... She loves the show, though, because she has kids, and they watch... It's a family show. That guy, Mikey Day from SNL, hosted.
Hilarious.
He's funny.
He's awesome. And also, I was making jokes. Like, none of these are going to make the show. Like, literally, like, one of them, they were like, this is a hard choice between these two. And I was like, yeah, this is harder than Kevin Spacey at a bar mitzvah. Silence.
That's a great
Dead
line.
silence.
What?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, he was laughing, but, like, that, you know, you tell the crew was like, no.
Now, you see, this is another reason why TV's dying. It's not just because of the Fallon JWoww shit. It's because comedy. That's the best joke on the show. I guarantee.
It's a family show. I kept digging a hole. At one point, I was like, I mean, both you're killers. It's like choosing between Menendez brothers, you know?
That's great.
I kept digging a hole, and I'm like, they're like, we're not using any of these.
We got to get some grip to get the footage. Just post that shit. That'll go viral.
That happened to me on AGT, is that they cut all my funny shit, and then, like you know, off set, and then I had an editor, like, DM, like, Twitter message me, like, holy shit, I'm laughing my ass off. I can't believe you're making jokes about, like, you know, muff diving and shit, like, you know,
diving.
yeah. They're like, how the hell? I'm like, yeah, they hated me. I was like, that's probably why they were like, get rid of this fucking guy.
Well, we know from experience, you do these morning shows like Hello Cincinnati or whatever at 6 a.m, and you play ball and you go, yeah, thanks, Maria. This is a beautiful city. You bomb. But if you go up and go, hey, my dad molested me, or queef it up, whatever it is, and they're like, this is horrible, but you sell the tickets.
That is the morning show playbook. It's like chapter 1. Were you molested? Were you not? Pretend you were. It still hits.
Yeah. That lady hits you in the back with a clipboard, like, so, any funny stories? And you're like, yeah. So my dad was, in the gulag, and he fucked me every day, or whatever it is. And they're like, well, we can't do any of this. I'm like, but that's funny.
It's also hard because I have a person who books me on this shit, and every time she's like, fuck, I can't ask them for live TV, or they know you're gonna fuck with them.
Totally.
You just have to hope it's live.
Yes. It's so true. But Is It Cake? I mean, those are great lines.
They were incredibly talented, though. The people make it. That's what we're talking about. No talent. These people are incredibly talented.
Who, the backstage?
The people making the cake.
Oh, those people are amazing.
My God.
Wizards.
I mean, because they're not only making a great tasting cake, but it looks incredible. I was like, I couldn't believe like how much work that must have taken. And then it's also tough because, one of the people gets eliminated when we're on the show. And your instinct is to make a joke,
right?
But like this woman's crying. I'm like, fuck, this is like their dream. So I had to like pull back on a couple because I'm like, I don't want to be but I'm like, I'm so close to being like, I've seen that look before, but you have to like pull back and don't say shit,
right?
Because she's incredibly talented and this is a setback for her.
Sure. Damn. Those people are amazing.
We've been eliminated off reality shows. It sucks.
Dude, I did Last Comic Standing. I made it to the semifinals. I got some kind of illness. So I had H. pylori. So I'm up there, and I'm like, I'm doing well. And I'm like, I can't remember my joke. My brain was all foggy. And then Roseanne goes, what happened? They have to do the judges panel. What happened?
Years later, you said that to her.
Yeah, what happened? I was like, Ambien. But she was like, what happened? The first set, you were so good, and it went well. And this set, you were a little off. And I was like, well, I got AIDS. house, and it killed. Ooh. And then they were like the guy in the back was like, "What are you doing?" And then Keenan Ivory Wayans said something. And he goes, "Yeah, this just wasn't your best performance." I go, "Well, I appreciate that, Damon." That got a laugh, but they cut all this out, and I was zinging the hosts, and I was like, "Oh, I felt so good. Like, hey, I was funny there, even though my set sucked." And they don't play any of it.
Yeah, that's the worst because those are all great lines, and you're like, all I have here, I'm going down. All I have is like, you're fucking Tony Montana and Scarface. You're getting shot a million times. Exactly. You're just trying to take a few people with you.
Right.
I mean, essentially, all you have is him getting shot in the back of the head.
That's it.
You don't have the cool, like, I went out like a G, though.
Right. Say hello to my little zinger. That's all you got, and then you get shot in the face.
Yeah, that's fuck. Oh, by the way, I got a hot rec for you guys.
Ooh.
You might have seen this. I did Burr's podcast when I was in LA, and I hit him with Manhunter as a rec, and he hit, which I love, dude. Fuck, you love that movie.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But then he hits me with I didn't know it was a John Huston movie. It's called Fat City.
Never.
Fat City.
It's with young Jeff Bridges. He's like 22. He's a boxer in Stockton, California.
What?
And then we get Stacy Keach, who's like the washed-up boxer.
Love Keach.
Dude, it's fucking good. It's a dark movie. It is not a feel-good movie.
Whoa.
Did you watch it?
It's incredible.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm in. I have never heard of this.
It's heartbreaking, but it's so fucking good.
Did Bert let you get a word in?
No, Bill Burr.
Oh, okay, got it. I think he said Bert. Yeah, Bill Burr loves
Singing the songs,
movies.
it sounds like one of the people in the movie.
No.
Professional.
Wow, I'm already in. Just the font and the... Oh, look at that picture. I love
dude,
it.
John Huston. It's so cool to watch a guy like kind of near the end of his career directing, because you're like, oh, you just know how to make a great movie.
Yes.
You just know how to not... There's none of the... I read Ebert's review after, and it was like, some of the critics of this movie say that it's not, there's not enough suspense. He's like, but that wouldn't work for a movie like this. This is so real. This is it's such a gritty, real movie. It reminds me a little bit of The Wrestler.
Oh.
But it's not like... It's a very different... I mean, the bleakness. I mean, I'm not giving anything away. Once you start watching this, you're like, this ain't going to be a feel-good film.
What is Fat City? Can we know what town that is?
I think it's Stockton, California.
Oh, got it. Nate Diaz.
And the director like that.
Do you see his fight?
No,
With
wait.
Jake Paul?
Oh, yeah. I lost some money on that one.
Did you bet on Nate Diaz?
Well, don't say he hasn't seen it. Of course. I mean, he's...
What is this? The fucking Sopranos?
No, I've seen it. I mean, I've...
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you were like, don't spoil it.
No.
Yeah.
No, you get 2 weeks.
Shaking my head at it.
You get 2 weeks. Not
get
even,
2 weeks.
Not even 2 weeks.
No, I'm saying I've seen it. I was just shaking my head at like...
Yeah, bad fight. But Paul is underrated. People go, he's a YouTube star,
No, I don't
Mickey
think
Mouse
so.
Club, but no, he's a hell of a puncher.
He can fight.
I was just going to say about Houston, like, director at the end of their career is like they're in don't give a fuck mode.
Yes.
Criticism, critics, what the reviews are. Can you imagine, like, if you didn't have that inner critic in your mind, what you could create, or like worry about what critics are going to say? Or
Oh, yeah.
You just know how to make a flick, Yeah, it's
Right.
great.
I'm all in
Yes.
on that. Hey, Sally,
Yes,
baby.
Come
on in. We're rolling.
We're rolling right
Yeah,
now?
Oh, yeah.
We usually do a little intro here, yeah.
Hey, folks, We Might Be Drunk is brought to you by Gametime. Going to concerts is amazing, but buying a ticket is a frustrating son of an onion. It's expensive and you have to plan so far in advance. Stop the stress with Gametime. It's the fast and easy way to buy tickets for all the sports, music, theater, and comedy near you. They have killer deals on last-minute tickets, so you can buy your ticket this afternoon to go out on the town tonight. We love Gametime. This guy goes to 1 million sports shows. I go to a bunch of concerts. We love it. You got to do it. The fees, it's all raking in. They screw you. So,
By the way, we caught that you didn't go to a lot of sports games because you called them shows.
Oh, shit.
Can't wait to go to the Knicks show later tonight.
All right. Well, we'll see you at the ballpark. You can even get an image of your seat view so you can always know what to expect. That's nice. Snag the ticket without the stress with Gametime. Download the Gametime app, make an account, use code DRUNK for $20 off your first purchase. Again, create an account, redeem with code DRUNK for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Download Gametime today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed.
Love it.
What's up?
What's
Good to
up,
see
buddy?
you, man.
I gotta do live on the air apologies on it. So
Oh, you're fine.
No, you're
I was
good,
on
man.
39th Street for 20 minutes.
No, I know. I was in a cab too. I got out and I walked with this little fucker.
But then I had
Microphone.
Oh shit! I just jumped out of my car and ran here.
Oh, geez.
Yeah,
you let
two
it
avenues,
running?
2 avenues over. I was my assistant just running and getting the car in the middle of traffic.
Wow.
You know, that's how we. You know, it's just I'm just a New Yorker. That's what we do.
Yeah, it's a
Explain the shirt. David Arquette ruined your life?
Oh, you don't know? I never told you that story.
No.
Oh, baby. Here we go.
Really, I never told you that
No.
story.
I love David Arquette.
Oh, I hate the fucking guy.
Oh, shit.
Really?
Yeah, I hate him. I literally hate him.
Really?
Do you not know the story
If I saw
either?
him, we would
No.
fight. If I saw him, we would fight.
Really?
Whoa.
Yeah, the kids call it on site.
Can you not watch?
Yeah.
Can you not watch Scream?
Thank you.
You hate him that much?
Yeah, no, I saw Scream, but
Before we get into what are we drinking
is
here?
this?
This is, well, for Sal, that's a stroll through the garden. For you guys, that's a stumble through the garden.
Oh, there's
why
booze
is it a
in
stroll?
A stroll, that's non-alcoholic.
I'll take a stumble big time. I'll
Yeah.
Oh, give me
I'll take a
right
double
here.
stumble. I will
we go.
say, I
Double
talked to
stumble.
Matt. I told him I didn't really need to drink at this hour unless you guys wanted to. I'm fine with it. But then he said, no big deal. But I'll tell you, the morning I've had, make that a double stumble.
Really?
Make that a fall flat on your fucking face in the garden.
Oh,
Yeah,
say
thank you
less.
so much.
I got you.
No, what is the alcohol in there?
Vodka.
That's fine.
He's
There we
coming in
go.
hot
Yeah.
today,
We're
folks.
coming in hot.
There we
Love
go.
it.
I like to hear
yeah.
it. There we go.
But before we get into the story, what are the ingredients?
The ingredients are hibiscus, blueberry, basil, a little bit of ginger, a little honey, everything. So basically, the stroll through the garden is just everything in the garden, a little lemon, everything else, and then we add a good, healthy, very healthy dose of vodka in there.
Can we get a
Very
little
good.
bowl one for the dog as well?
Ah,
A little pup bowl, absolutely.
Did you notice, Doug?
I did.
Yeah.
What? Tell us the David Arquette
First of all,
story.
I love the new studio.
Really?
Oh,
I haven't
thank
been
you.
here since you guys had the new studio. You guys really, I mean, this is an excellent,
This is all
excellent job.
this guy right here,
Peters
Matt Peters.
killed it.
That is something else. This is a nice room.
Thank you, sir.
It's comfortable. It's climate controlled. It's spacious. It's stylish.
I will say your studio a bit of a letdown.
Yeah,
I went
yeah.
down there downtown. You got $1 million. DeRosa's gonna die soon. You might as well
Cheers,
spruce it
guys.
up a little bit, huh?
Cheers.
You're 100% correct.
Hey, Mom.
I don't have a studio. I have a room that I turn the camera on in.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I got
so
to be
did
out of that
Epstein.
place in December, so I didn't want to go too hard. In the
Dude,
face.
this is fucking excellent.
Not bad.
shit.
Ooh, that's good. Syrupy.
This is delicious. I don't even taste the vodka.
Yeah, that's well, theirs is the stumble through the garden. Yours is the stumble around the garden.
What does that mean?
It's a little stronger.
I
Whoa!
want to do full on my face.
Oh,
Yeah, put the whole thing.
These two thought the pod was on Monday, and they terrified me because I was looking at my phone. I looked like 40 minutes later.
That was my fault.
Yeah, but this is how Salacuse is fucking with me. Matt, I'm at Chipotle taking orders. You have 2 minutes. Norman, missed it. On my way. And I go, wait, we're on Thursday. I thought, I don't have that we have a pod today. Matt writes back, bad intel, good burrito. I don't know what any of this means. The hell are you talking about? I write back, I said, Sal said August 31st. Mark, you said you were in LA today. Am I missing something? Matt Salacuse writes back, dates got crossed. What?
Very vague. You're like
That
a
mean it's today.
know-
Got cross meetings.
you're like a Marine.
But yeah, but this is 3 texts to give me the we don't have a pod today.
right.
That was Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was on me. I told him we had a pod because I thought we did.
I
and
showed
then,
up with my kid. We were both.
Oh, now he's divorced.
That's your dog.
No, it's a girl I'm seeing's dog, but
Oh,
she's at work, and I was like, I hang with the
met
guy
her.
during the day. Yeah.
What's the dog's name?
Winnie.
Winnie?
One-eyed Winnie.
I or E? Y or I-E?
WINNIE.
Okay. Like Winnie Cooper?
Yeah, dude.
I know Winnie Cooper.
Wait.
Really?
Yeah.
Not,
mathematician?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
not growing
shit.
pains.
Yeah. No.
Wonder Years.
Her name is Danica McKellar.
Very pretty lady.
Yeah. Very pretty gal. Everyone's crush back in the day.
You got that right.
I'm dying to hear this David Arquette story.
He's a piece of shit.
But why is he a piece of shit?
And I don't have any qualms saying that's why I made this goddamn shirt.
Lay it on me,
Lay it on
Fatty.
me.
I
No,
wanna hear the story.
back in the day, I ended up seeing one of his exes. And
Courtney
Oh,
Cox?
boy.
what's that?
Courtney Cox?
No,
Cougar Town?
no, not Courtney Cox, but
There he is.
and I saw him at a party, and he came up to me. We had a couple of words. I didn't know him. I had nothing against him.
Couple
year?
words.
This has got to be now 2012.
Oh, wow. This goes back.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
what I'm saying. You never heard the story?
No.
Yeah, this asshole doxed me.
What?
Yes, he put my stuff
Because
up
you
on-
dated a girl.
Yeah,
used to date?
he didn't say it was because he did it for another reason.
What was his other reason?
No, I mean, like he did it. He didn't say it was because of that, but he leaked my stuff on Twitter.
What?
Yeah.
What a psycho.
I know.
Well, doesn't he have some mental stuff, right?
I don't know.
You can't dox the
No,
guy.
that I don't know. I don't know anything about his
excusing
mental
it.
stuff.
But I think he's got some. He's bipolar.
No. That I have nothing about. I just have the gripe about how he did that to me, and like
course.
I've literally been like waiting to see him at events just so I could just go up to him and yeah. What I mean, he's a real piece of shit.
Yeah, well, we got your back. Fuck this guy.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Not
fuck
cool,
Rosanna,
No,
too,
it's not
while we're
cool
at
at
it.
all. Fuck them all.
dead, I
Fuck the
think.
whole family.
Oh no,
Fuck
she's
the
alive.
whole-
All right.
Alexis
No, I
is
hate
dead.
the whole family actually.
Yeah, well, that's crazy. You can't at a celebrity doing that to another celebrity.
I know.
You
Well,
should
I'm not a
know.
celebrity.
You know. Come on.
Also though, completely fucking around.
You made that up?
Yeah.
Oh!
I'm facing the garden right now.
I'm actually.
Practical Joker.
I'm actually.
Bring the boys in. All right.
I'm a big fan of his.
No, I'm
He
actually.
wrestles, and this is a wrestling.
I'm
reference.
actually I was bummed for a second. 'Cause I'm like, fuck, I love Scream. That's one of my
No,
favorites.
I love David Arquette.
And you know what's speaking of wrestling, you know what's
That
a
was
fucking
amazing.
you know what's an underrated flick with him? Ready to Rumble.
With the
yeah,
other
honestly,
guy.
that's what I'm saying. He's a wrestler. He actually wrestles once in a while, and he really sacrifices his body.
Really?
Yeah. He's look up some of his matches. He's, fully covered in blood.
Well, he's
Fully.
bipolar.
Yeah, that I don't know.
I
Again.
made that up, too.
I was like, as soon as I was like, all right, I'm having fun, but then you're like mental. I'm like, no, I don't know nothing about the bipolar.
Holy
I
shit!
love how we went from like shitting on his dead trans sister to like, did you see Ready to Rumble? It was good.
No, I'm a fan.
By
I'm
the
a
way,
fan.
you know someone is not going to get to the end of that story. They're gonna be like, well, fuck him, and they
100.
dox him.
Yes. Holy
I was
shit.
gonna wait till the end, but then I thought that, and I was like, let me just say
That
something.
was incredible, man. You held that commitment.
Yeah, I wish I thought of a better story, but on the fly, all I
No,
could think of was
that was killer.
Yeah, he's actually. I think he's a very, very sweet guy. I look forward to meeting him one day.
Yeah.
Maybe this will get back to him, and maybe he'll have a mercy.
That's
on-
crazy.
I
So you
talk
never
shit
met
about
him.
He's going to shit himself for the first 3 minutes of the story. Like, what the hell? Holy shit.
Did I do that?
Wow.
Yeah.
And Courtney Cox was a real piece.
Yeah.
Pull up the photo of her in Ace Ventura.
Yeah,
I feel like
she
she
was
doesn't get
hot.
her due because she got in the Jennifer Aniston shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She had her own thing going on.
Oh, yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
She was hot in those Scream movies.
She also has
Yeah.
a rasp, and let me tell you something right now. You can't buy a rasp.
Yes.
You either have it or you don't, and it's not common.
Good point. Look, I
Yeah.
mean, look at that. Look at those shoulders, the eyes. I mean, hot tamale.
Yeah. Also, she was the girl in Bruce Springsteen's
That's right.
video.
That's right.
That was like when she was super young, right? Like that was her first, like before we knew her.
Those are the years I liked.
She
No,
got
I'm
on. She got on stage with the boss,
Wow, I think that broke her.
like dancing in the.
Dancing in the dark.
Was that it?
Look at that. Oh, so cute.
Dun, 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 dun.
She's another example, and I like the Cox. Wait a minute. But she's an example of too much surgery. Just let it age. All right, I'm getting doxxed. But she's a beautiful woman.
LA's a fucked up place.
It
man.
is.
It's
It
just-
is. He can't play the boss. What are you, old fucking
Yeah,
doxes?
that's you're
So
demonetized.
was this? I mean, that must have been planned, right?
Oh, this is the video. Yeah.
So he like
Oh,
cast.
she was cast.
She was cast.
totally.
But this is at a real concert. So they were duping everyone else there. Or is that not a real concert?
That's a real concert.
It is.
Yeah,
I think it's
Look at the
planned.
crowd. It's full.
She wouldn't
Full
be. She'd be shitting herself. Man, he was a
Wow,
hunk.
so everybody there just thought that he pulled someone on stage, but he actually had ulterior motives. There.
Oh yeah, it's like a couple comics we know. They have plants. All right. Wait, click on the one.
Who's
with-
got plants?
Oh yeah.
baby.
I'll tell you later.
Speaking of garden, running through the garden, who's got the plants? Let's talk about it.
He's
think of
doing
that-
the garden.
Well, speaking of that, maybe think of that Guns N' Roses song, "The Garden."
I don't know.
Welcome to the
Play
jungle.
just the beginning. No, the Garden. Play just the beginning.
Welcome to the garden.
Oh,
We got Arquette. All right.
Guns N' Roses was fucking awesome.
Some say the best American band.
I don't know about that, but
I don't know about
you
that
know
either.
this
Did you ever see
tune.
me in concert?
No,
I did.
I did recently though, like 5 years ago.
I heard he's weird now.
I thought I
he
didn't know
crushes
what to
it.
expect, and he had the same exact pipes, dude. He didn't hold back. God
Love
bless
it.
the man. Yeah.
Love to hear it. Yeah, he was a cute guy. Threw the N-word around quite a bit
Did
Get
he?
out of here.
in the song.
Songs.
Even
Which
Slash
song?
was like, "Rrrr."
Really? What
Yeah.
song was that?
Give it a goog. I can't remember.
I've heard this shit.
Oh yeah.
I kind of dipped out after like they did that like 10-minute song.
Yeah.
Remember Rain?
Yeah, like after that, I dipped out. I liked Appetite, and then I liked Lies, Lies, Lies.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, there was too much hype for
I have fun
Chinese
trivia about one of
democracy.
those. You know the song
Yeah.
that says, "I used to love her,
Oh,
but
great
I
tune.
had to kill her." You know, and then
Yeah.
he goes, "She's buried right in my backyard."
Yeah.
I found out years later he's talking about his dog.
Wow. How about that?
I thought you were going to say Phil Spector wrote that line. It's crazy.
Oh, you're going to play the N-word?
Yeah.
We'll cut this.
Yeah, no, maybe we don't play this.
Just proving my point.
Yeah. We believe you.
Slash was black. It's okay.
We didn't play the Michael Richards rant either. We just talked about it.
Slash was something.
Half
right?
black, half Jew,
was
I believe.
exotic?
Yeah.
He was exotic.
He was a hunk. He's in the Hanukkah song. That's the only reason I
Dude,
know.
you know the fuck was at my show in L.A.? I ran an hour. The fucking Chili Peppers were at my show.
Shut up.
I'm not
All
kidding.
of them?
No,
Again, speaking about the Garden.
everyone but Flea.
Wow.
And I'm kind of bummed because Flea is such a hoops guy. I feel like we would have hit it off. but-
Oh, is he?
You didn't know?
No, fucking Tom Takar is opening my show, and he was like, dude, Anthony Kiedis and all the Chili Peppers are in the crowd. And I was like, what?
They didn't come back?
No, apparently Tom Takar's friend is out there, and he's like, Anthony Kiedis is looking for a merch stand. I was like, oh, I didn't bring merch.
Whoa.
And I was like, what the fuck? We could have gotten him. Like, someone send him a
are you
shirt.
Arquetting us right now?
No, this is no. And then he fucking doxed me. No, he was. They were at the show, and I was like, someone find them. And they're like, we can't find them. I was like, God damn it.
I mean, did you find out if he went through the agency to get tickets?
No.
Now I just picture Anthony Kiedis like literally on like, you know, like
Yeah,
Ticketmaster, like, all right, I got you.
He's like, these fees are outrageous. I can't believe.
Wow, it's crazy that he would go to a show just because he's like so famous. He went
That's
out
the
in
weird shit
public.
about L.A.
Yeah.
You do a show in, I guess, like, it can happen in New York too, but L.A. is like
Crazy.
So many people live there.
Oh,
Yeah.
you could have met Kiedis.
I could have met Kiedis.
I picture him in his tidy whities just from that concert.
Kiedis.
I bitched
Thank
out
you.
on saying hello to him one time at an event too. He
Really?
was sitting right in front of me.
Wow.
And I just was like, that's Anthony Kiedis.
What is this?
Oh, that's a shot of that. We're going to calm Sal down real quick.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Few
this
shots.
is a shot of this?
Yes.
Okay. I'm calm now.
Yeah, we're all right.
All right, I mean, we
Don't
could
try
just-
to get us
yeah.
hammered
What
there,
What is
Jew.
this?
Oh, that's literally my job.
Okay.
I'm ready when you guys are.
But yeah, that Kiedis, he's a fun guy, and they've been doing this for 4 decades of just rocking out.
Ironically, mostly shirtless.
That's true.
Do you have any
Yeah, I was
actual
gonna say, he
beef?
still has a great bod.
Oh yeah.
Do you have any actual celebrity beef?
Jesus, do I? Probably not me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't. If one doesn't come to mind immediately,
Right.
I probably don't. I can make another one up if you want.
I heard you and Fred Savage, not friends.
We found out that I was with Winnie, and
Oh yeah.
she is a. Did you know that she's like she's a published author, a mathematician.
Wow.
That,
Like she
pull her up.
writes books about math.
Because you always assume she's cute and she's in a show, so she must be an idiot. Not an idiot, but just like ditzy.
Not a
or-
mathematician.
Yeah, exactly.
Was
And
it that
hot.
guy? You see that guy, Ben McKenzie?
She's awesome.
Ben McKenzie from the OC wrote a book shitting on crypto, and it's like kind of taking off.
Really?
Pull it up. Yeah, well, he's like the fucking hot guy from the OC.
Exactly. That's my point. You just
And he's-
assume they're all vapid.
Yeah.
So he wrote a book about pro crypto.
No, anti-crypto. He's like,
So
this
the
is
guy
bullshit.
from the OC took it upon himself to write an anti-financial crypto book.
He was-
and it's taken off.
He
Must
was an
be a
economics
blotto.
major. He's not a dumb guy. I think he like knows economics. So
Yeah,
he was
but-
like, I'm writing a book on this.
Yeah, but if I knew about crypto, you couldn't pay me enough to write a book about crypto.
I know, right?
You know what I mean? Like, what? Why would I?
Look at this guy. He's a hunk still.
Yeah, he could still get it, dude.
Oh, yeah. And now he's an author. So you got the OC and author to back it up.
Have you seen the OC?
Oh, yeah. I used to rub
Old
one out to
school,
the
yeah.
OC.
Misha
Really?
Barden, come on, dude.
I don't know a thing about it.
Really?
Oh.
I know it took it was like was that like
Huge.
my 90210?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Look at it. It was all hot. It
I
was,
got you by just a few years, but it's enough for me not to know the
well, what
OC.
are you, 41?
Sure.
All right. Yeah,
This
they were
drink's
all
a problem,
sexy.
dude. You get us lit up in the afternoon.
You're a Staten Island. By the way, front line of the Post. Staten Island's trying to secede from New York City.
Oh, boy.
What's that about?
That's been like that forever, though.
What,
I
is
guess
it just-
they're giving it another go. That's been since I'm a kid. They've been saying.
So
that.
what's it gonna?
How many years? Yeah. I grew up in Staten Island.
What does that mean? It's just not a
1990.
borough.
It's a borough. it's like the step kid borough.
Yeah.
Not
Right.
against step kids. I am one, but
Me too.
No, they've been trying to.
Yeah.
I guess they just don't feel like they jive with everybody else, which is the truth.
Yeah, well, it's a bunch of cops and firemen. I mean, I went to Chris D's house. It's like Virginia out there. You know, they're all blaring "Rich Man from Richmond," and they're going to town.
What did they say? Why?
We pay more taxes than the rest of the city.
Oh, is that right?
Well, actually, I don't necessarily
ferry.
disagree that. I don't want to not be a New Yorker, but like, yeah, we pay the same taxes as people who live in Manhattan.
That makes sense.
It's like, take it easy a little bit there, right?
Yeah.
We're in the burbs.
Do you think you're more Jersey or more Brooklyn? Staten Island?
Oh, good question.
It's an amalgamation.
Because he's
I would
Brooklyn.
say more Jersey actually.
I would
too.
say that too, but I didn't want to say it out loud.
Yeah.
Damn.
DeStefano is trying to lead an exodus. He was trying to pull like a Rogan to Austin move with all of us. He was like, "Come to Staten Island." I'm like, "I'm not fucking coming, dude. I'm not going."
Do you remember when
Yeah.
comics bought the ferry?
Yeah, what happened with
Pete
that?
Davidson and Colin
They
Jost,
got
right?
jammed up with permits and stuff like that. You can't
Fucking
just have
red
a
tape.
floating bar on the Hudson.
It already has a
unfortunately.
bar on it.
It was
Yes,
an
I
impulse
understand.
buy.
Yeah, that's what I agree with that
I'm
as
yelling
well.
at the government.
I will tell you, I do not.
saw
I
the
want to start that
plans.
bar.
I do not
Pete
like
Davidson, I want to
ferries.
start that bar.
I saw the plans for
Really?
what they were trying to do, and it's amazing.
Really?
The plans are amazing.
It's a great idea
Yeah.
in theory.
When I thought it was going to happen, I contemplated asking them if I could shoot my special on it.
Oh.
Don't fucking do that to yourself.
I know.
Norman did a Tonight Show set on there, it was fine because it was during COVID.
oh,
I
yeah,
would
yeah.
not do that shit otherwise.
No,
Yeah.
big mistake.
Well, I thought it would be like, done, and the theater would be in there.
Sure.
And, light it up and have the,
Oh, like
beautiful shots of
Sure.
it. And, that's my kind of my identity. That boat. I grew
pretty
up with that.
badass.
Yeah, but no, nevertheless, I'm doing it at the Vic now. Like you.
Hey, the Vic.
Yeah.
Well, it's me, you, Norm, and Bill Hicks. So we got a good,
There it
good
is.
alumni.
Someone else, other people have shot there, right?
Probably.
Yeah. I don't know when does this drop.
I think the 12th.
2028.
When? Is that the
10th.
Oh, right on. There you go.
All right, 9/11.
Tickets go on sale. Tickets go on sale the 15th, this Friday. Then
Is this for Netflix, YouTube, CISO, Grinder? What are we
It's
talking?
one of a couple of
first
those.
Grindr
One of
special.
maybe a couple of those you named.
Okay, okay.
It's, I'm choosing between a couple things.
Ooh, baby.
It's not that salacious actually.
All right.
But no. So the pre-sales the 13th and 14th. The code's NOPRESH, and then 15th is on sale.
NOPRESH.
Yeah, it's December 2nd, Saturday, December 2nd. The Vic.
You hear that, Ketis? Get your fat ass over to Chicago.
Yeah, I better see
and-
you guys. I better see the Peppers there.
I think Chicago's a top 3 comedy city.
Easy.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's just so good. They're just like good because you eat those Midwestern people, but also it's still like a fucking city.
Right.
You hear that,
right.
Chicago? Don't let us down.
I
Great
love.
town.
I'm at the fucking Chicago Theater September
Whoa!
30th, so come the fuck out.
I don't want to jizz out of school, but Matt Rife sold out 8 Chicago theaters. No offense.
Like next year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I know. No, he's doing quite well.
Quite well. There's
Yeah.
a lot of horny MILFs out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8. That's kind of nutty. It's like 3,500 seats, isn't it?
That's
Yeah.
probably a record of some kind.
Yeah.
I will. Well, for the record, I'll be happy with one sellout.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, one's
That's
terrific.
Well, that's
One
how
is
big
good.
comedy is now. If you get one sellout, you're like, I was hoping to add a show. That's
Not
a theater.
in a venue that big. I'm cool with one.
That's true.
But I know what you mean. Sometimes you're in like a 800 seater in a weird city, and you're like, just one in Knoxville.
Right.
You got to take that W.
I got to tell you, it's St. Louis last weekend. Had a blast.
Which
Play
venue?
the
It's called The Factory.
Yeah.
You did it?
How's that backstage though?
Oh, my
Phenomenal.
God. You want to live back
Pull
there?
it up. Pull up a picture.
It's not ideal for like the ceilings are crazy high, but
Yeah.
just the way they treat you and it's so pretty looking.
It's got a pageant. There's a
I think I
couple-
did the pageant when I was there.
Oh, okay.
It's got
Did
like,
you do
it's
the
like almost
pageant?
like a music venue.
Yes.
So
It's
it's got that
Factory
thing.
in St. Louis.
It's
I
in
do like when
Chesterfield.
the upper like the mezzanine goes all the way around. like
I
this,
love that.
Which I think they had, if I remember correctly.
They
but
did
maybe-
have that. Yeah.
But it was a little cavernous. Yeah.
It's a little cavernous, but man,
It's beautiful.
Beautiful, sold out, hot crowd. But
Damn.
yeah, the ceiling was definitely too high.
Dude, St. Louis, I mean, we've been playing there for fucking years. There's something about St. Louis where like they drink, they're fun,
Yeah.
they're blue collar, it's a sports town. There's a lot of good shit going for it. And the pizza, I'm sorry, it ain't that great. You guys got to settle down with this Provel
No,
cheese.
they're
Provel, no thank
I don't hate it, but I'm also not like, you gotta, they're so proud of it. I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah.
They drink they're such alcoholics that they think it's good.
There it is.
Yeah. I tried it. I didn't think anything of it. No offense, but I was there about a month ago doing shows, and I I have a busy schedule and I needed to get some weed. And so I went, they sell it there. So I went to an official place there.
Yeah.
I bought some weed and I was going to take it on. I bought the max allowance.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause
Wow.
I'm busy. You max out. And then
What are you,
go,
Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus.
So the max allowance isn't anything crazy. It's just like they don't want to think you're a drug dealer.
How do you
So
max
it's not
it
like
out?
$700 there.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
But you could fly back with all that.
Not necessarily. So I left there. And I do like I lay let you, and I've done it before and whatever. So I was like, I just looked at it and I was like, all right. So I asked around. They was like, you're taking a risk, but the biggest thing is that they'll just take it from you, maybe give you a slap on the wrist.
You
or
bought it legally.
whatever. Right. So I realized I bought like 25 pre-rolls, and I was like, if it goes through the X-ray and they see 25 things that look like 25 joints, they're probably gonna take it from me.
Sure.
So I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to FedEx.
Ooh.
So I went into FedEx.
It's a drug dealer. They don't even know it.
Yeah, exactly. I went into FedEx. I packed it all up. I taped it. I paid like $65 to get it shipped overnight.
Mm-hmm.
I get home the next day. It's not there. The next day, it's not there. The next day, it's not there. I call. I say, FedEx. I'm like, what's going on? I paid $65. It's not here. I'm leaving. I needed it by today.
Yeah.
So the guy goes, all right, I'll refund you the $65 and I'll try to get it to you tomorrow. Okay, all right. Next morning it comes. I get it. I open it up. Half the weed's missing.
Oh, some fucking GD having motherfucker at the FedEx plant said what's he going to do?
What's
Complain?
he going to do? What's he going to do?
That's pretty
Literally,
brilliant.
they took the best of it and they took $350 worth. It was the only thing
what
that
was the best of it?
It was like medicinal, really strong stuff like that they had. And basically, that was the only thing in there. And it smelled like weed. And they're like, there's probably weed in here. And if it is, I'm going to take it out. And when they saw it was all weed, they're like, I had to leave some.
Right.
They take that shit back up. And I got it half empty.
What if
So
they were
somebody
doing
at
you a
FedEx.
favor? What if they were like, look, he's going to get arrested if it's 700, but if it's 350, it's legal. So they were like,
Yeah, I'm sure they were looking out for him.
Wait, Mark, you pointed it up at Mitch Hedberg because he has that famous joke.
Yeah.
Of like,
I said the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I pointed at him. Thanks for the recap.
You remember when he said Mitch Hedberg had this famous joke? It goes like this, and he said,
Wait, do you remember when Mitch Hedberg had that famous joke and had that?
There you go. But now, two things.
I was so mad. I was like, because there's going to be no justice.
No, you got fucked.
And I was like, I might indict myself and just get him in trouble.
What if you just
I don't
checked
know
the
what
bag?
I don't know
get
what
why
end
they
it happened
What
on.
would they do if you checked the bag?
You'd be fine. I fly with drugs all the time.
Although they have that little, even if you have a lock on a bag, you have the TSA key. They open it.
bust
They
that shit
could
open.
probably do the same
I was
shit.
just like, why even bother? So I just did that, and I was like, this son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it was on the St. Louis end or the, our end.
I'm thinking St. Louis.
I'm going through security coming back from Calgary. I did a fucking really fun show in Calgary with Dan Soder and Nick Offerman at Great Outdoors Fest. Shout out, great show. I'm coming back and going through security. The guy takes I had a Theragun with me, a massage gun.
Oh, I had the same
the
thing.
Mini, they're so good.
I love it.
I got it, babe.
Oh, dude, you fucking you exercise, you're tight, you put
Yes.
it on. It really
As
works.
soon as it touches your body, no matter where it is, you go, oh my God.
Yeah.
And they're not they should be a sponsor because I'll fucking plug the shit out of you fucking piece of the shit.
Well, send us a round of them. Anyway.
Send them around.
Send us the newest model. That's all you need.
The little ones are better too.
Yeah.
But anyway, he takes it out. He goes, is this a massage tool? And I go, it's a Theragun. He goes, a gun? I was like, oh, you know what I fucking meant.
Jesus.
Don't say gun in the airport to me. I'm fucked now.
Yes.
I said it, but he reacted.
Right.
He's like, it's a Therabomb?
It's a pricing gun. No. Come on. A gun's a gun. It's a caulking gun.
Those things are fucking awesome.
The best.
Well, by the way, I don't know if I ever talked to you about this, maybe, because I don't remember last time, but buy yourself a pricing gun. A pricing tag.
Huh?
Go on eBay.
Yeah.
You get yourself for like $6, $7. You get the thing that puts the plastic tags on the shirt.
Yeah.
That little plastic tag.
Yeah.
You buy that yourself.
Huh.
And then whenever you want, whenever you buy clothes, you rip the tag off, you save it. If you're not liking it, if you don't, this
is genius.
because it's you gotta have the tags,
And you
just tag
return
it
it?
back up, and you take it back.
That is brilliant.
So you make up the price?
that thing.
No, I just put it right back on and return it. Well, what I started to do is now I don't take tags off clothes now.
Oh,
I literally
shit.
don't. I don't take them off. I
That's
just
like
keep 'em
rapper
on.
shit. Well,
I just have to make sure I wear it a bunch and.
it's funny you say that because I just went to Old Navy to buy some underwear and shit I forgot to pack, and I stole a shirt because I feel like I'm paying overpriced for these underwear. I'm going to steal a
Sure,
shirt.
Old
you know?
Navy's whole thing is they're not overpriced.
Well, it wasn't my book, and so I stole a shirt, but I didn't realize I had the doohickey, the security beep 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 thing.
Oh, that's
That's big.
That's big.
So I'm wearing this hoodie and I'm buying the underwear. I'm chatting it up with the lady. She had no teeth. It was in St. Louis. And then I get to the door and it goes, boo, woo, woo. And I went, oh, shit, I'm fucked. And she goes, you're good, because we had the chat up. So that's my wreck. So I'm going to wear the shirt next time. It's got the big old white doohickey on there, and I'm wearing it all over town.
This motherfucker's the talented Mr. Ripley. It's incredible. Just charms people.
Yes.
It's fun to wear that with it. That in perpetuity now, that's on there. But when you walk in and out of the stores, you're going to be setting off the alarms.
Well, I'll never go back.
Any store.
Oh,
You know what I'm
good
saying?
point.
Yeah.
I never shop.
You know what you should do? You should get them to accuse you of stealing, and then they call the cops, they detain you, and then if they're wrong, that's a lawsuit.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's
Man,
big.
that's why they don't stop anyway. You see all these videos of people just walking out.
I know.
They don't- during
Who
COVID,
could
that
have
was
did the worm
thing.
out of that store with tags all over you?
I'm a good citizen.
It is hilarious. It's literally like guys' grocery games, but
I
they're just
know.
grabbing
That's
shit to
true.
take out of a
Supermarket
fucking
sweep.
Supermarket
Kmart.
sweep. That's a great point. Let me just say this about the drugs. I've been flying with drugs for weeks now. No one has stopped me.
Okay.
But I did it on accident. People give me shrooms. I throw them in my bag. I've been flying with Class A or whatever the hell it is, Class 6 drugs.
Yeah.
And one time I went to Europe, and I have the same suitcase from like 1988.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a suitcase. And I was flying to Europe, and then the guy goes, you're in big trouble. They pulled me out of the line. I was like, oh, shit, what the hell? Turns out I have all these Tylenol in my bag for the hangovers.
Yeah.
It popped open, and over time, of just throwing the bag around, it got to a chalky powder.
You're kidding me.
So I have all this chalky white powder all over my bag, and they're like, you're going to jail. You're a coke smuggler. And I'm like, no, sir, it's Tylenol. He's like, Tylenol? What the fuck, am I an idiot? And then one old grizzled guy came in and went, he's good. And I got out of it.
That's nuts that he'll dip a hand in your luggage and just taste that right there. Not
He's
even
grizzled.
like, because I guess they got to make that call in the moment.
Right.
But who's gets that job? Who's the guy that they say, come here, we need you to do coke right now? And that's his job.
Oh, so
know-
true.
An
I know.
ex-narc guy, he just
Yeah,
comes
like-
in, he's like, yeah, I got thrown off the narc force. I played too hard. Now I'm a TSA guy.
And I love the guy who knows, they always go, it's pure. Who's the guy who knows the difference between pure and unpure Coke with one taste?
Yeah, that guy's got a
Where
fucking
do
coke
I
problem.
apply?
He's like, it's extra strength, but he's fine. What about your clothing, though? If you have just chalky white disintegrated Tylenol forever in there,
Yeah.
and you're pulling clothes in and out of there.
I rarely wear black for that reason.
Okay.
So
But
I
also,
could get a new
that's-
suitcase, but fuck
Isn't
that.
your suitcase just unsanitary?
Yeah, you wear the same
guess.
underwear and just turn it inside out. I mean, we
That's
know that.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bought new ones at Old Navy.
Yeah, you have
Uh-oh.
if I ranked your hygiene from what you've told me, it's subpar. It's subpar.
Not great hygiene.
it's like
not great.
It's like a D. You know,
Are you a
I
D?
wouldn't flunk you,
I don't know
but
about a D.
you shower a lot or not?
I go three times, or I shower every 3 days. That's my rule.
That's not a lot.
What?
It's
also
fucking
it is
summer in New
August,
York, dude.
Yeah.
Well, if you Google showering, I think it's bad for you.
And if you Google Mark Norman showering, you'll get a really funny story.
Yeah, well, it's rare. And the wife hates it. My balls smell like an old coffin.
You know, you could fix that. Just throw in like one extra shower here and there.
Yeah, but I think it's bad for your hair, your skin. I'm telling you, the New York Times did a whole spread about this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
gonna
they
be a
change their
natural
mind
oils.
every fucking week on everything. You go to the New York Times one week, they're like, coffee is bad for you. The next week, they're like, coffee prevents cancer. And you're like, make
Right.
up your fucking mind on coffee.
I'm telling you.
Either way,
Look,
I'm drinking coffee.
It's good for your natural oils in your hair. And maybe,
Thank you.
You know, and maybe even your. You still need to wash your balls. You're not doing any balls favors. You're not doing your
True,
balls. You don't
true.
Even, you got to
Rinse?
wash the balls.
No rinse. If I'm going to rinse, I'm going to do the shower.
I understand like not wanting to use too much soap, or I don't shampoo too often.
Okay.
But I just want to fucking rinse. It's
But that's
Yeah.
the way to do it. You don't shampoo.
Oh, that's not
But, you
bad.
know, hit those balls with a bar of soap here or there.
Yeah, maybe you're right, but this could be the wet market thing. You know, everybody's like, it's from a wet market. It's a pangolin. Lab leak. Just saying, I think I'm ahead of the curve. All right, what were we talking
When was
about?
your last shower as of
you've
right
met
now?
people.
Friday night.
That's fucking.
No,
horrible.
Saturday night.
Let me tell you something about showering. How often do you
just
work
said it was
out?
every
Thursday, bro.
You said it was every 3 days.
Wait a minute. I might have my days off. I showered in L.A.
That's 5 days ago.
No, L.A. was 2 days ago.
Oh,
Okay. Well, how about this? How often do you work out? You work out a decent amount.
Twice a week.
No, you work out more than twice.
Well,
a week.
what are we talking? Push-ups? Or you talking going to the gym?
Going to the gym.
Twice a week.
You always shower after a workout.
Yeah.
that's enough.
I remember dating a
think
woman
so.
a while back who like just didn't shower, but she never smelled. Like she smelled great naturally.
Have you ever smelled me? Be honest. Come here. Oh, God. Don't get in close. I'm just... No.
Not bad.
No, I wouldn't have pegged it for someone to shower 3 days ago.
Okay.
Smell pretty good. No, I remember this girl, like, her body, she would like come straight from like a workout class, and I'd be like, damn, she was just dry smelling good. It was
Wow.
Some people, I don't have that. I don't shower. I don't wear deodorant for 8 hours. I've had women be like, dude, you gotta do something.
Well, you know why you have that? Because of the showering.
I don't know about this.
All right.
I mean, look, you might be right, but I also,
You just proved it. You said the lady never showered. She never smelled.
I think it depends on the person.
That's true.
I think there's certain, I mean, look, okay, there's a homeless guy in the street. He never showers. You're telling me that guy's fucking.
Well, this is months we're talking.
I was walking through the ferry yesterday, and you know how when it's so thick of a smell, I tasted a homeless person in the air yesterday. Like I literally tasted something before I smelled it.
That sounds
And
like a
then I smelled it,
punishment
and I
on
was like, oh my God, I
Impractical.
just tasted that guy.
Right.
It was like thick in the air. Thick.
Yeah, that's the worst.
That should be a punishment on your show.
I mean,
Taste that guy.
Yeah. They should go to sommelier to be like, he's Asian, lives in the Bronx. Do a full sommelier on that
laid
motherfucker.
off during the, just so you can tell everything about him.
Pandemic, divorced. He's got a hep C.
Do you guys have peeves? We should do peeves.
Oh, I got some peeves, baby.
I always have peeves.
By the way, my wreck, the Johnny Manziel doc. You guys see that?
I got an issue with it.
Oh, shit.
I liked it. It's fine.
It's just about him. That's not the other one. The one about I didn't see it.
Look, it's a Netflix series where they do the untold stories. Here's my issue with some of these docs. They're just fucking fluff pieces.
Yeah.
They're just
Speaking
like,
of docs,
sure.
fuck David Arquette.
Ah.
but I think some of these docs are not asking hard questions. It's just like fucking like, this is my. They're not asking him. It's no like he's just like I'm fine. And
You
you're
think
like,
it
this dude-
glamorized him?
Yes, this dude is like clearly not fine.
No,
What
he's
the fuck is
messed
he?
up.
But they made it
Did
seem
he
like
have a part in making it? Because sometimes it's like they make their
Oh,
own, and it's just
true.
really like all it is like a puff piece. You know,
True.
I watched one of the ESPN ones on Dwayne Wade, and his life story is incredibly interesting. But it was clearly like a PR piece, where it's like
interesting.
this is like you did some bad shit here, and it'd be like Dwayne Wade, like this many time All-Star, then he had a child out of wedlock, got back with his ex. I'm like, wow, that was a quick section.
Interesting.
And I'm like, that's the part I kind of want to hear more about. But
Yeah.
you know, because he does have an interesting life, and he was a great player, but. And the Manziel shit is interesting, but I just wish they delved. I think it should have been. It's like one of the rare instances where it should have been like more than an hour 10. Like Netflix loves to stretch
Yes.
a doc in like an 8 hour.
Right.
Where you're like, we didn't need 8 hours on this, but no,
True.
they could have. I wanted to know more.
Yeah, but you didn't. I thought it was a fun. I'm not a huge
was
football
interesting.
guy.
It was
and
interesting.
I was on the edge of my.
But I just thought it
tits.
could have been so much better. That's my only critique. on
Okay.
it. He's interesting guy, reckless fucking player. Like,
But so
Yeah.
good, just naturally
At that
gifted.
level.
At that level, yeah, true.
I didn't know you were into sports at all.
Well, I love a doc.
He's getting
and
in.
I love a story.
He's getting in like backward through docs. Like I feel like. Also, I feel like through our friendship, I'm
That's
such a big
true.
sports guy
That's
that like
true.
I've kind of
Did you go to the game with him? Yeah, the Knicks game.
No,
we'll go next year for
That's
sure.
a
I'm
fun
down.
experience.
I would
That's a
love
fun-
to.
yeah.
No question, we're going to games.
Let's do it. I love the live thing. It's just you see they traded Buhner, and I'm like, I don't know. That's too advanced for me. But
Seinfeld reference from 1994.
How did you trade Jay Buhner?
that's why I like UFC
Like his bat?
though. Because to me, the Manziel stuff, I'm like, wow, I would love to watch this guy now. So I need the backstory, which you all know. You know about the players in the NBA.
when we go to a game, I will tell you.
Give me
literally
everything.
a backstory on every player.
Because to me, it's just faceless people shooting a basketball. But if I get the story, now we're cooking.
I get that. I totally get. I mean, when I go to Rangers games with Gary Veter is such a big hockey fan that he gives me the backstory, and that
Right.
gets me.
Well, he goes in the locker room, interviews them all.
Ah!
I can't wait to get Veter.
Gary
on here
Veter is
talking
he's
about
a Sports
that.
Illustrated reporter.
That's right.
He was so adorable. I mean, you see these old pictures. I mean, look at him. He's a
Fucking Jordan.
the perks of being a. I mean, this. I can't wait for his podcast about this to come out.
I gotta share this. I didn't know.
Look
this
at
was
that, little Gary with John Elway,
out. Wow. Make a
wild.
wish.
Phil Jackson.
Wow.
Look at that bowl cut.
I know.
I
it's
wish
so
he had that
90s.
bowl cut right now.
He doesn't have any hair.
I know. Could you imagine him with the bowl cut?
Man, he'd be famous.
Damn, Lemieux.
Wow.
Wow.
Look at that.
Cindy Crawford. Oh, there's
Oh,
Michael
that's
Jordan.
amazing.
Gary.
That is-
So
that's the
those
big
of you that
one
don't know
right
what we're
there.
talking about, our buddy Gary Veter's dad was a bit of a con man, and would get Gary into any game he wanted using fake. This is back in the day where you could use like a fake, and no one. Bill Murray.
Bill
damn.
Murray. I never
But
saw that one.
He used fake credentials to get into any sporting event. saying they were Sports Illustrated.
Amazing.
And he was the
He was a
photographer.
reporter for Sports Illustrated
Yeah,
Kids.
for kids.
This is a good dad, right? Is that a good dad?
I was just thinking.
Not if you know the whole story.
Ah.
I'm not sure. Well, you got to ask Gary, but I'm not even sure how much of what percentage of that pie chart was for him.
Right.
That's my point. I think the dad wanted to go to the games, and he was like, "I got this."
I think it was like, I need to go to this game. You're a reporter.
Cancer.
Yes.
It's almost like using a little thing as a prop when they don't want to be there. I find it to be very upsetting.
Like Adam Ray with Brad Williams. Deep cut.
Hey, we're looking to get into the locker room. This is my cancer reporter son. Do you need to check his credentials? I got him for both.
CRS. Yeah, bring him in. All right, I cut you off with a peeve because of the Manziel. Uh-oh, Sam's got treats in his pocket. There we go.
Are you dog sitting? Is this the norm now? All right.
No, not always, but no, she's at work, so I'm like,
I got to tell you,
I like
this
dog.
position on that dog.
I love this dog. It was a classic Jack Nicholson as good as it gets thing where I did not like this dog at first. She was snoring everywhere, and within a fucking week, I'm holding her up like, look at you, you know?
Yeah.
It really turned around.
really knows how to just chill.
Right.
I got a lot of peeves. Oh, I got one. I had a friend of a friend, who emailed me recently, email heading Marvel Opportunity.
Ooh.
So I click on it. He goes,
Exciting.
I'd like you to play Loki in a YouTube series I'm making. That ain't a Marvel opportunity.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's an opportunity to work with you, a guy who has 2 followers on YouTube.
Wow, that was a low-key prank, is what that was.
No, he was like offended that I wouldn't consider it.
Oh, geez.
Well, I was like, I don't. It doesn't sound right for me. Good luck with it. And he was just like, well, you know, you're gonna miss out, but I'm not gonna press. And I was like, all right.
That's the guy who hits on a girl at a bar, and she's like, no thanks. He's like, fucking dyke. She's married. What do you
I
want?
had a friend who growing up who he was a fucking drunk, and he went up to a girl at a bar once, and he goes, let's be honest, you came here to get fucked. And she was like, no, I didn't. And he was like, oh, okay. You just have to like take the L. That was his confidence level.
Let's be honest.
Wow. Get fucked. Sorry, cut you off there.
No, I was going to say I had a similar situation right out of college. I came back and I bumped into someone that I knew, and they were like, what you been up to? And they're like, oh, I'm filmmaking now. I'm directing commercials and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's cool. He said, as a matter of fact, in a few days, I'm directing a Coca-Cola.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh, cool. And they were like, do you want to be in it? And I was like, really? And he goes, yeah. And I go, a Coca-Cola commercial? He goes, yeah, Coca-Cola. I'm like, Coca-Cola.
You've given him 5 outs now.
Yeah.
To
He
say I'm
goes,
a
yes,
liar.
a Coca-Cola commercial.
Yeah.
I was like, sure. Are you sure? He goes, yeah. So he tells me where to go and everything. And I go home and I'm like, you're never going to believe this. I ran into this guy. He's been in business now. He's doing commercials, and I'm in the Coca-Cola commercial. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, man. I show up. It's him with a camcorder.
Oh, no.
With like 3 other people. He printed out his own credentials, and we're on the campus of Wagner College, and he doesn't even have a right to be there. And he's just walking around, and he has a case of his own cans of Coke.
Oh,
And
my
he's
God.
Like, he hands me the Coke. He's like, all right, now like run over there and laugh and open it and stuff.
Is this
I'm like,
Nathan Fielder?
well, no, I'm like, what the hell? What is good? Like, what is this? I'm like, this motherfucker. This isn't a Coca-Cola commercial. So I finally was like, what are you? And he's wearing a badge that says, "Ask me about my Coca-Cola commercial."
Wow.
Yeah, and so I was like,
I can't believe you showed up.
a couple. I was. Now I'm into it, right? And now he's like, oh, well, now we're going to a second location. We go to his home.
Oh, my
He has a
Lord.
pool in the yard, and it's off season. And he goes, all right, I'm going to stand over here, get into your shorts or whatever. I guess he told me. And he goes, you're going to run and jump in the air, and I'm going to throw Coca-Cola cans out. You're going to catch him and dive into the water. It was like October.
Wow.
And so I was like, so I did it. And then afterwards, I'm like, hey, like, this is a national, like, this is it for Coca-Cola. Like, they know about this. He's like, no, I'm shooting a spec commercial to send to them to see if I can.
Oh.
Wow.
So what was this, about a year ago?
Well, technically, he didn't lie. He is shooting a
This
Coca-Cola
was in the
commercial.
90s. And
Yeah.
you know who that person came to be?
Who?
That's James Murray, the guy on my show.
Oh, no way.
He hoodwinked me completely.
Oh, I think I was
Murr.
saying Christopher
Yeah,
Nolan.
Murray. He completely hoodwinked me. He told me
Wow.
Holy shit.
he was shooting. Yeah.
That is hilarious.
To this day, I take him to task for it, but like,
That's pretty
son
great.
of a bitch. Like, he took the day of my life.
That is
Man.
Also, he
would've been less-
showed me the commercial, and it was terrible.
Is it online?
No, I don't think so.
okay.
If I could get
Here
it,
it is.
he did that thing where he did that thing where I jumped into the pool. He reverses it and puts it forward. And
Oh
reverses
yeah,
it.
that's
but it
classic.
looked terrible.
Oh man,
I was at that pool 3 days ago. I'm not joking.
I believe it. I know
That exact pool.
It's
My-
on season.
Yeah, my friend owns
Wait, that pool?
that exact pool.
Oh, Schmidt's
yeah.
gay?
Yeah, the Schmidt's gay pool. Yeah.
Why were you there?
Yeah, it's upstate. It's my friend, my good friend. It's an 8.5 acre property. Her grandmother owns it, and she made it into a production house, and she rents it out to places like actually SNL's filmed there probably 500 times.
What city or what
It's
borough?
no, it's
Wow, that's amazing. Does it still say Schmidt's gay on the floor?
no, but they have pictures of everybody who's been there, and they have the autograph of Schmidt's gay thing and everything.
Wow.
There's murder with a camcorder.
Yeah, right.
Damn.
Well, you were gonna say something, Mike.
Oh no, this was. This took my mind off of this classic. Sandler and
Classic.
Farley.
So her grandma owns it, and so she just has parties there.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Where the hell's 8 acres in New York City?
8.5. It's wow, I gotta find out. Oh yeah,
Flushing?
where it's called the Douglas House.
Oh, give
Look
that
it
a
up,
goog.
the Douglas House
Wow.
for movie and TV and stuff.
That's awesome. But we got Anthony Kiedis going to your show. You're in the Schmidt's gay pool. This is some real celebrity
Kiedis, if
stardom.
you're listening, we will send you merch.
Yes.
I swam in the same water as those gays. It was awesome.
Oh, here's I got a pee for you. All right. Oh, it went away. How about this? The guy who goes, I hope I haven't done this pee before, but the guy who tries to give you something that you can't do, and he gets mad at you. So I had a guy at a show. He goes, I brought you a big bottle of scotch. And I was like, I can't bring that back. I can't bring it on the plane. He's like, well, fuck me then. And I'm like, but I didn't ask you to do it, and I appreciate it.
What kind of scotch are we talking? How nice?
It was pretty nice,
What
I
was
think.
it?
I can't remember. It was something I hadn't heard of. It was like, maybe I have heard of it.
Because the question is
guy's
now,
name.
what's the level of nice that you would have checked the bag for?
Oh,
If it was a Walker Blue, would you have checked the bag?
Probably. I didn't even think about checking a bag. Shit, that's a good point. Maybe that's what he was expecting me to do.
Maybe.
Ah.
Also, you could just be like, mail it to me at the fucking cellar.
Yeah, well, you could have
Yeah.
shipped it home and got it half empty. You could have done that.
What's scary about that is they opened that shit randomly.
I know.
He must have smelled it.
And it smelled.
Okay.
Yeah, because when I got it, it smelled. It didn't smell when I first put it in.
Right.
But and I was like, oh, yeah, that's a red flag. But
I would love that guy just all day. He's opening up boxes. It's underwear. He's like,
I mean, he's
you
either
go.
a piece of shit or he's crafty. But one of those two, he really.
Damn.
I had a guy this past weekend. I was walking off stage, and a guy. Is that me?
It ain't me.
I'm sorry. I don't know how that's happening. This is a
you're
new
good.
watch, an Apple Watch. You got this?
Is that Arquette?
Yeah.
Okay.
He hands me, he says, oh, dude, he's right at the front of the stage. He goes, hey, dude, I got you something. He hands me 3 packages of pre-rolled marijuana. It's 5 in each, but it's homemade. It's like, it's not like homemade, like it's in packaging, but it's not the ones you see in the store with like a barcode, a manufacturer date. And shout out to you. Thank you very much. I've had them. I brought them home, but I have yet to smoke them because I'm a little nervous to smoke stuff that someone handed to me that I don't know.
of course.
But let me out him right now. I'll give him a plug, and simultaneously, I will implicate him if anything goes wrong.
All right.
It says on it gas, GAAS, and on the side it says grower and a shower.
Oh.
So that's the name of the product, which made me a little weary. And then there was 3 kinds. One was called Poontang.
Okay.
One was called like Pixtoozy, and one was a hybrid called the Poontang Pixtoozy. And I opened it up, and I was
they need a creative meeting.
I opened it up, and I was going to smoke it. I'm like, I shouldn't smoke this until I find out who this person is,
Yeah.
'Cause who knows? Maybe he's like, oh, I also threw in a little extra in there, like I laced it. I don't know.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I have it. I should have brought it. We could have.
That's the type of person who would lace you, and then when you're like, dude, you fucking laced me, he's like, yeah,
Bro,
I
up
hooked it
top.
up, dude.
You're welcome.
Who is Poontang? Pootie
Wow.
Tang. What a
Yes.
tang.
Poontang.
GAAS.
Damn. Okay. Oh wait, what is that? The
No,
Mark
save that
Summers?
for the end. That's because it's a long clip.
And
I don't
I showed my lady it, right? And I was like, should I smoke that? And she's looking at it, and she turns it over, and she goes, what does this say? A grower and a shower. And I was like, I just left it at that.
That's great.
I didn't want to get into it.
That's like a mom moment. Yeah, mom.
I was like, yeah, I didn't say anything. And then like literally 10 minutes later, she's like, babe. I'm like, yeah. She goes, I Googled it. Do you know what that means?
Ah.
I was like,
I
yeah.
didn't know you're such a weed guy. You're
Yeah,
a weed guy.
since late 2018.
Yeah, well, it's better than the booze, and
Yeah, it sounds like I'm more than I am.
Okay.
I smoke
Well, you-
every day, but it sounds
But
like
you don't like weed.
he bought the max amount at a distillery or whatever.
Yeah, but that's because I'm busy.
I was taking weed to sleep, and I noticed my recall was slower, and I stopped that day. Cold turkey.
I had a full-on panic attack taking weed in Baltimore. I woke up and I was like, I'm not gonna die. My life is a lie. Yeah.
Because gummies have that effect.
I know. I fucking hate the gummies, dude.
Yeah, they're risky.
That's the problem in the beginning, but now it's regulated so much. If you understand your dosing amount, edibles can be really, really good.
Sure.
They relax you, they put you to sleep, they get you creative, like all that stuff. But if you take too much, it's the worst time.
It's the worst. Kill you.
I've had the same experience.
And when you wake up with it, because you go to bed not high, you wake up high in a dark room. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. Sometimes I get so high that I'm like, how am I? Like, I don't think I can be a stand-up comic.
Oh, the fraud syndrome. Yeah.
I'm like, I literally am like, am I like? There's no way I can get on stage right now ever again.
That's so
like I don't.
crazy.
My jokes aren't good. I'm not good. I don't know how I did it before. I got by, but I start to have a panic attack. Like I'm not gonna be able to get on stage next time. And then that happened to me 10 times.
You don't go on high, do you?
No, only two times in my life by accident. It was terrible, but
that's so crazy to say that. I took edibles the other night and I woke up and I was like, why is Sal a comedian?
No, I feel about myself too when I take it where I'm like, what do you do? You're not fucking funny.
I know.
That's what you do. You just start looking like Larry David in the mirror.
Yes.
You know, when he's like, you're the best. That's like literally.
You're gonna read that book. You're gonna finish the book. Yeah. So you're gonna stop eating the sugar. You're gonna cut that.
By the way, my biggest fear is getting high with a parent. Oh my God, that's the one who was high with his dad, right?
Yes, glaucoma.
Oh my God, my mom high would be. My mom drunk my mom weighs 80 pounds, so my mom has half a glass of Chardonnay and is shit faced.
Yeah.
You know,
I've been thinking about doing it with them.
Yeah.
No, I really have.
Just dad?
Why not? I mean, I never have, and I'm afraid. That's why I haven't yet. But I just feel like even just a puff and just see what happens. You know, see what comes out of that.
Right.
For better or worse, you know?
I'm intrigued. The potheads who blow the smoke on their fucking dog.
Yeah.
I hate those motherfuckers.
The worst.
Let's see if he likes this shit.
Yeah.
Now you got a dog freaking the fuck out.
Dog's a lightweight. Yeah, it's a fucking dog. It's never smoked weed before. All right, one more peeve and I'll leave you alone.
Please.
You ever have this guy? You go, you got a Band-Aid? I cut my finger. What am I, a doctor? I thought you might have a Band-Aid. I love the guy who jumps to the biggest extreme profession, you know, like, hey, you got a screwdriver? What am I, a fucking NASA mechanic? I'm like, NASA mechanic? Hey, some people have a screwdriver. I love the guy who jumps to the craziest occupation.
That's a good one.
It's also reasonable. Like, I'm bleeding. That's a fair.
Yes,
yeah, no,
yes.
I'm with you. That's...
You got a beer? What is this? The Coors Brewery? No, some people keep beer in their house. I hate that guy.
Yeah, can I have a stick of gum? What am I, Walgreens? No, some people have gum on them.
Yes, that's the guy. Exactly. You got any toilet paper? What is this, Amazon? You think I got just toiletries laying around? I don't know. People have toilet paper in their home, usually. But you make it feel so
the more
stupid.
obscure, the better. Like, hey, you got a piece of tape? What am I, 3M?
Yeah, I hate that guy.
The guy who's always put out.
Yeah.
Everything you do, they're just like, oh. It's the opposite of the guy who's like, just take it. To anything
Yes,
you want,
there's that
take
guy,
it.
too.
That's everyone. A toast to that guy.
Yeah. Oh,
the
I
guy's
love
like,
that guy.
No, but he's got like one shot left in a bottle of Pappy. He's like, you have it.
Yeah.
You have it. Like, no, I don't like it. Take the fucking bottle.
You like the painting?
Take the pen.
Take the pen. It writes upside down.
Take the pen.
Look at that. Now that's speed. There you go.
I write in bed.
Jack
And I have to
Klumpus.
turn and lean on my elbow to make the pen work.
I love the moment of like he's thinking about it.
Yeah.
Take the pen.
This guy kills it.
No, I'm not comfortable. I cannot.
Real story, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was one of the execs.
Wow.
Yeah.
God, this actor is so good too.
So good.
That's the thing about Seinfeld is
We
he's
do me a
like,
personal favor.
Yeah.
Take the pen.
It would mean a lot to me. I love this is a classic old guy move. This is such a good detail. There's too much shit in the front shirt pocket. Every old guy always does that.
Thank you very much.
but also, God, some of Jerry's outfits are amazing.
Oh, 90s.
I mean, holy shit.
Red coat.
But this is such a true thing. The guy who is like, no, please just take it.
Yeah.
And then it's slowly like, you just took my shit. It's such a real thing.
You had that old bit about Sinatra's The Painting. Remember that?
Sinatra used to say anything you would compliment, he would just give to you because he's like, if you don't if you can't give something away, you don't possess it, it possesses you.
Right.
It's like a very early Sam bit. But my angle was like, yeah, that's an easier credo to live by when you have hundreds of millions of dollars. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, like, someone's like, nice blanket. I'm like, I didn't pay my heating bill. Right. That was my angle, you know?
Right,
Very
right.
young
She's
Sam.
like, no, take the beating. Really, take it.
Take the beating.
Take the
Do me a personal favor. Take this beating.
No, just take it.
Take the chlamydia. I want you to have it.
Speaking of, I got a wreck if I may.
Yeah.
All right.
In 1968, Joe Pesci came out with a musical album.
Oh,
You
no.
sent me this.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay, here it
Sure
is.
can't sing.
68.
68.
68? 68. Wow.
Little Joe.
He was tight. He's good. What is he? 5'2"?
Oh,
Wow.
this is a famous song, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the covers.
Oh.
Oops.
It's not great.
Sounds like sped up, like Herman's
Yeah,
Hermits or
sounds-
But it's fun that it's Pesci. I can't wait to get a cease and desist from the toughest Italian lawyers. You think that was funny playing his fucking music? He worked hard on those fucking songs.
Didn't he have like a little rap album as well?
Is that true?
No, that was Rodney.
That was Rodney.
Play the Rodney rapping. It's fucking incredible. Have you heard Rapping Rodney?
I got
the
I got
record.
doubles of it if anybody wants one.
What?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, here I am. I'm Sinatra you right now. Look at personal favor. I have two of them if you want. I mean, you can find them. I literally see anytime I go to a record store on the road.
Yeah.
It's in there. So
Yeah.
it's like, but I do have an extra if you want it.
Oh, this is gold.
I think we've played this before, but wow. Oh man. I haven't heard any rap yet.
There he goes. Hey.
So, dude.
Steak and sex, my favorite pair. I have them both the same way, very rare.
Wow. This is a good example of you got to say no to some stuff. You can't say yes to everything.
Well, hold on a second.
Joe Pesci does have a rap song. It's called
Oh, okay.
Wise Guy.
In this context, that was terrible. You lift those lyrics and give them to something like a rapper, and he says that. That's kind of clever, actually.
Oh, wait, what was the
No?
lyric? I didn't
He
even...
said, "But my eggs, I have them." What does he
No,
say?
steak and sex, my favorite pair. I have them the same way, both very rare.
Oh, that's
a good line.
Yeah, not bad.
Boy, Lil Wayne, eat your heart out.
But that came from the top and then made its way down to him, and they got approved, and then that whole thing had to be.
backup
So many people
dancers.
thought that was a good idea.
I
so
know. A
And
set.
Rodney's like, rap, you say? All right. It's a new craze, I'll tell you.
Right.
Makes sense.
Kids are doing
I
it.
get the connection.
I'll tell you, hey, Run DMC. Hey, how about a little respect, all right?
I make
Prefer to walk.
You know he was like probably like he saw a dude and he was probably like drugged out at a party. And he
Yeah.
met like LL Cool J and he was like, "You're all right, kid. You're all right. Give me some tips on this rap thing."
Both from Queens.
Yeah.
There you go.
Rodney's Brooklyn, I think.
Ah.
Is he? Dude, I love watching
bet you.
Rodney interviews on Stern because Stern is such a big fan and he tries to go so deep. And Rodney's like, "Oh, my mother, she was very difficult." And he's like, "What'd she do?" She's like, "I'll tell you. She gave me no respect." He's just doing bits.
He couldn't
I
help
tell you, I was an
himself.
ugly kid too. Did kids torment you? I'll tell you, she had a locker with a mop. I was ugly. You know? He's like, "But give me more." And he's like, "Oh, my father, he was no bargain."
Yeah.
I saw him in an interview, and it was Robert Downey Jr. and Howard Stern. And Stern, literally, he's got Robert Downey Jr. on, and all you can ask him about is how great. Thank you. All you can
Nice
ask him about
touch.
how great like Rodney is working on Back to School, and he's like, I was very young, and Rodney at one point was like, "I don't feel like shooting today," and he's like, "We should shoot Robert Downey's scenes tomorrow," and they were like, "Oh, it's not what we have scheduled," and he's like, "Well, shoot him tomorrow." He had a whore he wanted to see.
Oh, hilarious.
So he like changed the production schedule because he wanted to fuck a prostitute.
It'd be great if he had an autobiography come out like years later, and it was like chapter 2, and he's like, "I was so ugly that they put me in a closet with a mop." It's all real. He's like, "No, I was getting deep with you."
It's like the end of Big Fish.
Yeah.
It just comes out. Yeah.
Apparently got a lot of pedophiled a lot. I don't know if that's a verb.
He was molested, yeah.
molested quite a bit. Instead,
Yeah.
a guy would drive around the neighborhood. You'd get in the car, and he would diddle you, and then you'd get out of the car.
Well, wasn't that ugly a kid then?
Yeah. Good point. Good point. Yeah, one more. Oh, that was all the peeves I have.
Do you have any peeves, Sal?
I'm sure I have a ton.
David
You have a lot
Arquette.
of peeves. David Arquette's a peeve.
Well, the guy who does, hey, you got to have a shot with me. I'm like, but I don't want a shot.
That's such child. Real men sip.
Yeah.
The shot is over. I'm sorry. I appreciate the gesture. but
Oh,
it's just-
sorry.
You have
that was
someone
just
say
at
to
the
you,
beginning. It's not-
"Oh, I saw something that I almost bought you this thing. I thought you would have liked."
Oh,
that happens all the
yes.
time.
I thought you were serious.
You
I was
actually
like, oh,
did
really?
that to me though. What you gave me the thing. You got me this awesome. I still wear it all the time. I have a Knicks winter beanie I wear all the time.
I've seen the beanie.
courtesy of Sal.
Yeah, I do. If I see something I think people will like, I get it. And I just,
That's nice.
But you get that person. Like I get that a lot. Actually, my lady does it to me all the time. She's like, "Oh my god, I saw this thing. You would have liked it. I almost got it for you." And then she just continues what she was doing. I was like, "What? Why didn't you get it?" Like she does
Right.
it to me all the time. To the point now is that I hang it over her head all the time because I don't get it. Just
Yeah.
get me the fucking thing.
That's
like
right.
don't come here and tease me.
I'm going to do that with my wife. Like, oh, I almost proposed. I was thinking about proposing. I got you a wedding ring, but I didn't get it. It doesn't work because I actually did propose. So the joke stuck. But we'll keep it moving.
No, I like the joke.
The thing is, I live on peeves, but I can't pull anything up right now. I'm a great guest today.
No,
I
you
have
killed it.
peeves. I might have another. Hold on. Let me see what I got.
Also, why don't you plug your Vic show one more time?
December 2nd, the Vic.
It's on sale. It goes on sale the 15th, September 15th, December 2nd at the Vic in Chicago. We're doing 2, and if it's a small place, hopefully they sell out. We're making tickets, a bunch of the tickets very affordable.
Okay.
For people that haven't seen me in the past over there because I've been through Chicago a bunch. So
Sure.
If we go, we might add more if we do it. Also, I'm on tour completely. There's like 30 cities up there right
Wow.
now. So everything is
Well,
at
plug 'em. What do we got?
salvolcanocomedy.com. Yeah. So I hope to see you
Looks
guys
like
there.
Cincinnati, Tulsa, Wilkes-Barre.
I got a great
Wilmington,
pizza place for you in Tulsa.
Savannah,
Okay.
Georgia, Atlanta.
Yeah, Macon, which I'm told it's not Macon, it's Macon.
Okay, Macon,
Athens,
Bacon.
Georgia, and then I can't read that.
Savannah.
I can't either.
Michigan,
Peoria, Illinois,
Rockford.
Roxford.
Yeah, I'm everywhere, man. So
SalVulcano.com.
salvolcanocomedy.com.
Cool.
Again, but the Vic is the big one, guys, and it's on sale September 15th. If you want the pre-sale, it's September 13th to 14th. The code is NOPRESH.
NOPRESH.
Highly recommend this. man.
P-R-E-S-H.
It's his first
P-R-E-S-H.
hour-long special.
Yes.
He's got some. If you haven't seen his stuff, he's got a hilarious "This Is Not Happening" story on YouTube.
Oh,
Ours, your
yeah.
favorite
Thank you very
show.
much.
You should watch. We love him. Go to the show.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I'm going. We have doing the cruise again. You guys both been on the cruise.
Oh, wild time.
Yeah. That's in January, January 22nd to the 26th, to Miami to the Bahamas. We're co-hosting it with Eric Andre.
Oh, that's
I
going to
think
be awesome.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but
Is this guest confirmed? You told me about.
yeah.
Oh.
Could say it.
Wait, which one are you talking about?
A musician we like.
No, that was astronomical.
How much he wanted?
Came back
Can we
astronomical.
say who it was?
Well, you
Ketis?
can either say who it was, or I can tell you what the price was, and you can't
but
say
not both.
who it was.
I'd rather say who it was.
I'd rather who?
All
I'd
right.
rather the number.
Yeah, go ahead.
Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah, we tried to get him.
What? Is he that pricey?
Yeah, man. I mean,
He's big.
he's huge. We were just
Wow.
hoping, he'd meet, I was hoping we can get him at. We offered him a good amount, but
Sure.
he just commands more.
Wow.
But we are announcing all of the other guests, like this
$3
coming week.
million for 5 days.
And there's a lot of big ones. I just don't know when this
Did
comes
he
out.
decline it with like a song? He's like, "Because I'm pricey."
It was a full production. He pressed the vinyl for us.
Who'd you get?
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say, so let me not say.
Oh,
that.
okay.
Okay.
But
Tell us afterwards. I want to know.
yeah, there's a couple of big ones. One has a good synergy with us and Eric Andre. Its name rhymes with Steve-O.
Oh, you got to be careful with him. Put a fucking
Yeah.
extension cord on that guy because he'll jump off the boat or
pass
do
we
something
might be
crazy.
I don't know if that's announced as of this yet, and I don't think I'm supposed to announce it. But hey,
Wow.
we ran through the garden.
I heard the whole thing's sponsored by Coca-Cola. So you got some money to throw around. All right. Well, thanks, Sal. I know you got a heart out here.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, guys. Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you
Thanks,
so
guys.
much
Thanks
for
for having me on
coming,
again.
and,
That was great.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy birthday again.
Happy
Thank
birthday.
you,
Yep,
man.
I was going to do a big
we're
thing at
days
the end.
before this guy, so
Yes.
that was. I mean, that was. I had a little surprise.
Yours was just now too. You said the day before?
September.
Oh, gotcha.
So-
okay.
But we know we had a surprise thing that Gary Veter put on for me, a very small dinner. But
Yes.
I know this guy was out of town, and Sal popped in for a second.
I
And
begged him to move it, but he wouldn't move it.
Yeah, he's a stubborn little fuck.
Yeah,
picked up the
yeah.
tab too. It was a big tab.
Whoa!
He picked up the fucking,
Did he really?
Gary Veter's a fucking. He put a little thing.
But he commands you get him good meals on the road.
It's fair.
Payback.
It was a good meal. I walked in, and I thought I was just going to dinner with the lady friend. And we walked into some restaurant. It's Stav, Ari, Gary Veter, Rachel
Webb.
Feinstein,
Oh, I didn't know it was a
James
surprise.
Webb.
I actually dropped Stav off.
Yeah.
I had no idea. And I wasn't even supposed to go, but
so
I popped
I
in.
just walked in like, what the fuck? I've never had a surprise thing.
Did
for
they
me
come
before.
over to you by any chance, the waiter? Or waitress?
Yeah, you send us.
Okay,
you
no,
sent us
yeah,
a night.
yeah.
You all
They
sent us
never
all
told me
drinks.
anything.
No, that was
I
awesome.
was like, I wonder if they didn't do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even
they-
Stav, who doesn't usually drink, was like, "I'll drink with you."
Whoa! What was it?
Stav got Negroni'd out.
What was what?
Did you send something over?
No, I just said around the
Send
drinks,
around.
but I
okay.
asked them to do it, and then they said okay, and then they never came
No,
back
they
to me.
did. They did.
Okay.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much
no,
for that, man.
Oh, that's great. What restaurant was it?
It was called Vic's. It was on Great Jones, I think. It's
Oh,
of Vic's.
yeah. You'll be there in Chicago,
you
folks. Go see him. All right. Well, I'm sad to miss it, and I hope there's some photos.
I'm gonna give you guys some photos, and it's gonna be great. Let's do this right now. Why not?
wow.
right?
to Sal's special taping.
Yeah, here.
Yours was great, by the way. I watched it last week. Loved it as usual.
Thank you, sir.
Hilarious.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, boys.
It's doing really well online. It's doing better online than on the Netflix.
Meaning online.
People made clips, and all these clips are hitting. The clips are doing well
That's how
online.
it goes these days.
Apparently, yeah. And I think our generation of fans is a little younger, so they go to online
Yeah.
before watching a full hour. I don't know. But yeah, it's doing well, and we're all doing great. We're
Life
in a
is
great
good.
spot.
Life is good, man.
Soak it in. Let's soak it in.
We love you, and
Soak.
thank you very much. Sal
Love you
Vulcano,
guys. Thank you, boys.
Thank you.
Hey, we were going to watch this anyway. We didn't want to cheat you this clip. So this is a long clip, by the way, but
I
it
think
builds.
I got right to it here.
Okay,
All
well, no,
right.
but it goes on for a while.
Oh, okay.
But let's see it.
I've never seen this.
So he's
This-
on Carson. Is it Carson?
No,
or
it's Leno, I believe.
not with Leno, and it's Burt Reynolds is paneling. And
Burt
Mark
Reynolds
Summers
was the
is second
first guest. Mark Summers
Got
was
it.
the second guest. You know, he
Speaking
was like,
of alphaing,
this is
like two alphas like trying.
two dudes. I think Burt Reynolds comes off like a bit of a dick here.
Okay.
And Mark Summers is just trying to roll with it. And I think it's incredibly uncomfortable television.
Oh, I can't wait.
Beans and made kids dive into it, which was really great.
Gee, I wish I'd seen that.
You would.
Pretty good.
You make the kids. I mean, you
It's
force
funny.
the child. You hold the child's head under the baked beans and then throw them out. And then
I love Double Dare.
So this whole TV thing is beneath Burt, right?
Of course.
Well, then don't go on.
No,
Right.
not the show.
Oh.
What Mark Summers does for a living.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. It's like, I mean, that's a funny line, but look, Bert, you took some paydays yourself, my friend.
And a
Ah.
half.
You've been in some great movies, but I mean, I like that movie as a kid. I watched that one as a kid for sure. But I just think it's like, you could zing him a little, but it does get a little dickish. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Who told you you were a neatness freak? I just say that because your back is to me, and I was just talking to a back.
no, I can talk to you too, Bert.
Thank you.
Watch out, he's got scissors. He's got scissors.
No, I was just wondering who told you that, because
My wife tells me that often.
she says, good morning,
I'm
you're a
still
neatness-"
married, as a matter of fact.
Yes, well, you...
Oh, good for. Oh.
Dumps water on him. Whoa.
Jeez.
I think that mug may have hit him. Did you see that?
Yeah, might have got him in the face. No.
You're not a neatness freak anymore.
I'm all Summers now.
It's same here. And Bert, it's like, dude, you're trying to big dog a dude in a pink cashmere sweater.
True.
It's a little weird.
And you go to violence out of the gate? I mean, that's no good.
It's a wittier guy versus a less witty guy who's a bigger star.
Yes.
And is trying to alpha him.
Yes, this is Dennis Leary, Geraldo all over again.
Totally.
And Geraldo fucking dogged him too.
Exactly.
Let's not forget Burt played college ball.
Let's also not forget that he's one of the most massive movie stars of all time.
Huge.
Yes,
And,
huge.
And now is probably like, I think there was probably a period where he was like, I'm too good for press.
Yeah.
And now he's doing press.
Yep,
Right? I mean,
yep.
think about like the Deliverance, fucking Smoking the Bandit type.
Yeah.
Like,
He's a legend.
yeah.
Legend.
Look, I love Burt Reynolds movies. I'm not gonna act like I don't, but
Yeah.
But you could be a nice guest or don't come on.
So
Yeah.
Summers' response.
Well, You know, it's funny how that neatness freak goes right away.
But this is good TV. No doubt.
Oh yeah.
This is what's known as losing control of the program.
Good old Leno.
Yeah.
He's not a neatness freak anymore.
Oh, he's a neat freak.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So, Mark, welcome to late night television. On this nice little quiet, Nickelodeon Lifetime, we do a little show. We do some sewing. We do some little, things like that. Burt Reynolds just threw water on me. Did you notice that, folks?
And you'll treasure it later.
Don't touch me.
Yeah, that a baby. Good for him.
I used to be on your show all the time. Win, Lose, or Draw. I used to love that show.
It's funny, I don't remember.
All right, not bad.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, we were talking about
What's the deal? Why are you shitting on this guy?
I think this is his brand, like in the Carson days. Remember, we used to come
Curmudgeon.
on? Yeah. He used to fuck with people. He used to fuck with
Oh,
Carson.
okay.
But I don't think he's that witty is the problem.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think it's a dude who's like thinks he's surrounded by yes men. He's so famous.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's quite as witty as it doesn't come off well.
Totally.
No.
Yeah, it's talking about being an English fanatic. But you started out as a magician, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh no.
What's this? Oh, that's all right. Thank you. About a week and a half later it came. But, there we go.
Oh yeah! Good for you. Good for you. I didn't see that coming.
This is fucking TV.
Wow, I've never seen this. How do you like it? He's a bully. This is the bully versus underdog story.
Thank you, Fabio.
Come on.
Oh, what'd he say?
You know, I don't mind that because I deserved it.
You deserved it?
I deserved it. I did it to you. I deserved it.
That's okay.
That's the kind of guy I am.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was saying to your wife the other night,
Classic.
It's a classic. It's whatever.
You want to finish it?
Yeah, finish
Keep
it.
going. I'm
It
invested.
gets crazy.
Really?
This ain't it. This ain't it.
Been on a very rough book tour. I know. I saw you with Katie Couric. You were a nice guy. I saw you on one of those PBS shows. You were very
it's
sedate.
easy to be nice to nice people.
It is. Yes, it is.
See, now he's being
It's
kind of
nice to see
cunty.
you two have hit it off so well. He's doing his Milton Berle impression. Take a look at that. Anyway, too obscure for the room. Anyway,
It's too late for the room. I bet that plays good on Nickelodeon.
There we go. He's back in the game.
Oh, count
at
it.
least I have a full-time job, though. That's the
That's
thing.
true.
I got a full-time job.
Where did this? Anyway, what is this? Wait a minute.
Can you imagine having a small game show and going on Leno and a fucking A-list movie star pick? It's literally like
Right.
if one of us was like the second guest.
With Tom Cruise.
Yeah, and he was just started poking us.
Yes.
He just started fucking with us, and I'm like, dude, Tom, I fucking like you though. What the hell?
I know.
Oh, this is
And
top
he's-
class shit.
He's not a
instigating.
comic, is he? What did Mark Summers do?
He was I don't know. He might have been a comic.
He
Who
might
knows?
have been. He feels like one.
But he was a game show guy. Was it Double Dare? and
Yep.
all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's
look, I
fast on
watched
his
all
feet.
that shit. as
So
a
did
kid.
I. I love Double Dare.
He talks for a living, so.
Oh, wait, we missed something. Oh, Leno showed up with a pie.
A pie for both of them.
Oh, this is so classic.
This is like the end of Hamilton, but with a pie.
Oh, all right, we're being playful. I think Burt Reynolds is bored.
Yeah, he must be bored.
2, 3.
Wow.
Oh, he slipped it a little bit.
I just think Burt went in with a full
Yeah.
face.
And he's a player.
Bert's outfit looks more expensive.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And a wig.
Oh, there we go.
That's good.
Okay.
But you know what? This is, Leno's like, well, I lost control of my show, but holy shit, I'm beating Letterman tonight.
Yeah, oh, he's got it behind the back here. Hold on. Oh, I should have hit him with it.
They're trying to get Jay.
If I look like this, and Burt look like this,
There we go. Oh, Jay with the sneak. This is crazy.
This is TV.
This is TV.
You don't see this shit anymore.
You definitely don't. That's why it's dying.
You know why? Because everyone worries about their brand now.
Yes.
And I'll be honest, I kind of miss the fading A-list movie star who ain't pleased with it publicly.
Totally.
A publicist now would jump in and be like, that's a bad look. Back then, he was like, shut the fuck up. I'm Burt Reynolds.
Yes, we
There's
need
something-
that.
There's something weirdly although it's not cool behavior, there's something kind of refreshingly honest about it.
Yeah, right,
You know?
right, exactly. It feels genuine. Good for him. And this would be water cooler talk at the office.
Did you see Leno last night?
Exactly. This is why the
That
ratings
was
were
fucking weird.
They were number one.
Yeah.
Also, this is new Leno. Like, he was just new to the... I think Tonight Show ended in 92, 93.
92, yeah.
So
But
he
that
was
a
still the
gift.
young guy.
Can you imagine seeing that and then like the next time Reynolds is on, you're the second guest? You're like,
I know,
I
right?
better fucking bring it.
Yeah.
Don't give him an opening.
Yeah.
But all that shit, they had Madonna doing whatever with the shirtless or Dancing with Dave, and then Drew Barrymore did The Flash. Like, that was fun stuff on Late Night.
The worst spot ever on Late Night, second panel when Robin Williams was the first
Oh, forget
guest. He's
about
just
it.
jumping in. He's stealing all your fucking thunder.
Yeah.
You know what brought Leno, because Letterman was number one. You know what put Leno up top?
Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant, pull it up.
Banged a Prozzy.
Got caught with a hooker, and he did Leno the next day. It was a huge headline news, and Leno asked him about it.
Cheated on Elizabeth Hurley.
Wow.
Show me the best looking woman on the planet. I'll show you a
Gorgeous.
guy who gets tired of fucking her.
You got that right. It's on the bathroom wall. Look, it's all over his face, too.
Yeah, but I don't trust actors. Because who can put on a better performance than the oh god, I guess
That's true.
I guess I must have made a mistake.
Yeah, that was his thing. He was a little anxious, a little fidgety. My ex loved him. She thought he was so hot. See, it's like when you get canceled. The crowd goes wild.
I know, he knows he's sitting on gold.
Oh, yeah.
That smile.
There you go.
See, you didn't have to pay
Let me
for
start
it.
with question number one. What the hell were you thinking?
Leno, what the hell are you? I mean, that's a great opener.
Great opener.
But also, it's like, you know what bugs me about it a little bit? Is there is a bit of, it's a little bit of like a teacher scolding a child.
Oh, 100%.
It's like, Leno sounds like Twitter.
Yeah.
Right,
You
right.
know?
But I think it was in jest.
It was in jest, but it's still like, look, the fact that that's the crazy thing is like, that's your producer, that's your booker, like, who's getting Hugh Grant?
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Huge. And you know, the publicist is like, you got to go on. You got to clear your name. You're going to hurt your career. So he had to go on. He didn't want to go do this. Yeah. But he
No,
did
it's
it.
like, he's like, I'm not a fucking politician.
Exactly.
I didn't but the problem is when you play the sweet guy in the movies, like, guess who's not having to do this fucking apology tour? Burt Reynolds.
Yeah.
Burt Reynolds would be like, yeah, I fucked a whore.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to be like, I made a mistake, and I.
But it didn't hurt his career. I mean, he went on to do Notting Hill and all that shit.
God, Notting
Love
Hill
Actually.
sucks.
Oh, yeah.
That movie fucking stinks. Women love that movie. It's just such chick flick horse shit. And here's my thing. It's like the way you can make a kids movie that adults like, you can make a rom-com that dudes like.
Oh, for
and
sure.
that's a straight up chick flick.
Yeah, it's like The Notebook. No guy has seen The Notebook.
No, willingly.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Love Actually was pretty good.
Love Actually, I didn't love either.
Uh-oh.
Actually, but
There it was.
no, Notting Hill. I was just like, what a boring ass fucking movie.
So boring.
It's just not funny. Like, don't present a movie as a rom-com if it's just a rom.
What's a good rom-com?
High
Something about
Fidelity.
Mary? High Fidelity?
I mean, something about Mary you could just say it's just
That's
a
straight
fucking comedy. Yeah,
Straight comedy.
with rom in it. But no, High Fidelity, Annie
Annie
Hall.
Hall.
But guess what? Annie Hall, they don't end up together. So
Aha.
that's probably why some cynical fucks like us like it.
Broke the rules, yeah.
I don't know what are good rom-coms that are. I mean, look, When Harry Met Sally's a rom-com for sure. That's a
movie.
great movie.
Great with Nora Ephron. Even Sleepless in Seattle's pretty good.
Yeah, Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan always kind of brought it.
Oh, yeah.
Tom Hanks is just so fucking likable.
I know. But then you got 10 Things I Hate About This Movie.
That's a good 10 Things I Hate About You is a good movie.
No.
Yeah, it fucking is.
Really?
It's very good.
Really?
Are you fucking kidding me?
I saw it 20 years ago. I remember being bored out of my mind.
That's like a fresh play on Shakespeare. That's like a
Oh, it's a
great
Shakespeare.
Yeah, that's a fucking great movie.
Okay.
Heath Ledger crushes that movie.
Whoa. I'm thinking of something different.
What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Yeah, that
stinks.
sucks.
That's
That
what I
stinks.
was like, wait, you're defending this with
No,
Kate Hudson?
that's a piece of poop.
You're right. I had the 10. The 10 mixed me up.
They're
That's
calling
a-
Licorice Pizza a rom-com. I'd agree.
I didn't
haven't
love
seen
it.
Female perspective, I think, right?
Didn't love it, yeah.
Love that director though. I didn't see the
Sure. PTA
movie. Yeah.
meeting.
Yeah, rom-coms. Well, they put something about Mary under there.
Okay.
What else?
Amelie's great.
Out of Sight's
Out
a
of Sight,
rom-com?
I'll take it.
That's a great movie.
Something's got to get. No,
There's a
what's
romance in the middle of it.
Sideways? I could see that being a rom-com.
Yeah.
Sideways is incredible.
What about the one with Jack Nicholson that you mentioned
Something's
earlier?
Oh, As Good as It Gets?
Yeah,
That's a rom-com.
That's a rom-com.
James L. Brooks a little schmaltz, but I like it. It's
I
very
like
New
it.
York. I love As Good as It Gets. That's like for me a holiday. Chasing Amy's a good movie.
Yeah.
I never saw that.
That was on TV the other day, and it's one of those movies where like Jason Lee just goes on those fucking misogynistic rants, but they're fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I gotta check it out.
That's like Kevin Smith. That's like when he was like that was like a Heat Check movie when he's like, all right, I had Clerks and Mallrats. I got some commercial success. I'm going mature.
Yeah.
And he still kept the juvenile element that made him good.
Sure.
But yeah, I like Shady. We get Kevin Smith on here.
Ooh, I would love to get him.
I don't know if we'll get a word in, but we can get him on here.
Well, you got to brush up on Star Wars or whatever the fuck, 'cause he's like a big comic guy.
He's fucking great though. I love
they
Kevin
got
Smith.
Rose as a rom-com. Who saw
What?
that coming?
Oh,
Rose.
it is a rom-com.
Yeah. I saw
Rose?
it coming.
Oh, Bros.
Yeah, that slipped in the back door. Clueless, another great one.
That was a good one.
Okay, we got some stuff. Moonstruck is good, but yeah, all right. Where we're
Moonstruck
going?
is fucking great.
Great movie.
Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage is like, you don't know what you're gonna get, but when you fucking
He had a weird career trajectory. He got like ton of gambling debts, then he had to do Ghost Rider 8, and Gone in 60 Seconds, and I don't know what he's doing now. He just did that one about him. Well, it's like
that was fun.
It was good.
Was it good?
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
okay.
fun.
I never saw it.
It's silly as fuck. It's insane.
all right. It's a fun meta twist.
I liked it.
Yeah, me too.
Michael Pena, who's the other guy? No, it was
Guy
the guy from The Last of Us.
yeah.
He's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is good.
Pedro Pascal.
There it is.
Michael Pena's fucking good too, though.
PP.
I thought him. You know he is. He's fucking in everything.
Oh yeah, you know him. Good character actor.
Yeah, great actor.
Oh, of course.
He's
Yeah.
in everything.
Everything.
Dude, yeah. No, Nicolas Cage was in Pig. That was a great movie.
Oh, I love Pig. What a weird movie.
Fucking beautiful movie. Was there something else we were going to talk about?
Movies are in a weird place. It just doesn't, I don't know, like you get Top Gun or Barbie or Oppenheimer and it helps, but I just don't feel like you can have an indie anymore. Can you have a Pulp Fiction, a My Big Fat Greek Wedding? They're scared there's no DVDs.
Probably even deeper in like the way that you gotta go so deep in your own fucking pocket.
Yeah,
Like
Swingers.
a Reservoir Dogs, a Swingers. He's right. I mean, it's like
It's a risk.
it's such a. I mean, because I just don't think you make your money back now. I think
Yeah.
if you're an investor, like, why would I fucking help a young filmmaker
I've
when
got
I
a
could?
Marvel opportunity for you.
Do I get to play Loki? Because I've always wanted to do that.
Low-key, it's good.
I feel bad. I've had kids bring me scripts at a show, and I'm like, I'll never read this. This is 200 pages. I'm not going to read
not
it.
accept them. Never
Really?
accept them. They go through your agent because he'll say, if you come out with anything in the future that's kind of like that.
Oh,
like,
shit.
I handed him a script. He accepted it.
Oh,
And
shit.
he copied my idea. It has to
Interesting.
go through your agent, is what they say.
Okay.
And
Good
that's
to
how
know.
Mark came out with Oppenheimer 2.
The biggest bomb in
Yes. That'll be the name of my next special.
Well, fuck it. Maybe we should wrap this bad boy up.
Let's wrap her
it's
up.
been
Where
a
are you going to
banger.
be?
When
September
the
10th.
12th? Oh no, so I'll be in York and Bethlehem, Pennsylvania this weekend, followed by Toronto, September 21st. I believe
wait,
it's
sorry, the wrong
the
guy.
Meridian Theater. Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's a big one, I hear.
It's big. It's a beautiful theater. I'll be at the Chicago Theater September 30th.
These are
I can't
crazy
wait.
dates. Back in the
Phoenix
club.
Stand Up Live. Yeah, well, I'm doing a lot of clubs coming up to really tighten up for the next special. But yeah,
Nice.
Stand Up Live in Phoenix, October 5th through 7th. Pittsburgh, October 25th. That's Knicks home opener, so you better fucking show up for that shit. Because I could have gone to Knicks Celtics, motherfuckers.
Uh-huh.
Cleveland at the Miami, Ohio Theater. That's what it's called. Weird name.
Mimi,
Ohio. I can't see. I'm blind. Then we'll be at that same weekend, Columbus, Ohio. Cincinnati, Indianapolis, the big one, November 4th, New York City, the theater at MSG for the festival, November 4th, sammorrell.com/shows. We also got Brisbane, Melbourne, Adelaide, Sydney, Australia, and we just added Vegas at the Wynn. It's my second time in Vegas this year because I can't get enough of that Vegas.
Woo,
That's
Vegas!
December 2nd, and then the following week we got Tampa and motherfucking Naples, Fort Myers area. It's back, brother.
Yeah, end on a bang. All right. I'll be in Europe this whole time, so come out and see me in Amsterdam, Antwerp, Berlin, Dublin, London, Glasgow,
Manchester,
you name it.
Birmingham.
Yes.
And then back at Hershey, Pennsylvania.
And
on October
tickets
6th.
are hurting. So come to Hershey, get a Hershey ticket, and get an Oklahoma City ticket. Those are hurting
Ticketmaster's
too.
fucking raping us.
Raping these fees, these add-ons. It's too much.
It's so weird where you're like, I was looking at my MSG thing just to see how tickets were doing, and the lowest price ticket with their dumb fees, $82.
Oh!
Because of their fees, dude.
Unbelievable.
These are not
Horrible.
expensive tickets. They're like more than my fucking
Like Taylor
ticket.
Swift prices.
It's fucking
Right.
well, no, it's not Taylor Swift prices, but
Crazy.
But it's crazy, man.
So I finally have something to plug.
Oh, the racket.
Look at that.
Yeah,
That's fun. Let
shot
me
a
see.
full spread. This is pretty cool.
Let me see.
For the U.S. Open.
Oh, this is hilarious.
I mean, look at
Who's
list.
the girl here?
Janelle.
Oh,
She's a comic. They want a little diversity for Elaine. You know how
this
it
is
goes.
fucking great. Look at this.
So
Oh, yeah.
We reshot every Seinfeld tennis scene, and I cast it with all comics.
This is hilarious.
Judy Gold on the back.
This is great.
Very good. Sally killed it. They're giving them out at the Open if you're there or if you were there.
Oh
I
my
want to
God.
get one to
May's
frame
in
it.
this too.
Yeah.
No, we
She
got
looks
the
fucking
lady
great.
in.
Look at that.
I know. It's the best she's ever looked. And Stavros killed it as George. Look at that with the
Oh my
ice cream
God.
sundae. Come on.
This is so good.
Thank you.
So good. Sally
Love
killed
it.
it. We went out to, what was it, Forest Hills? Or
Yeah, no, somewhere. in the
somewhere in
north.
Flushing. Who
Oh
the hell
my
knows?
God. Yeah, it's
Super
amazing.
fun.
Hilarious.
He got our Ubers. It was very nice. So we appreciate that. Thank you, Sally. Look up Racket.
Bodega Cat Whiskey
Yes.
at bodegacatwhiskey.com. We're now legal in Georgia, and we're closer and so close to New York. I'm getting hit up by so many people. Let's make New York fucking happen. Once it
Yes.
happens, this shit will explode.
Yes.
New York City, Bodega Cat. Let's fucking do this.
Let's do it. It's online. So go get it online. People keep saying, how do I get it? Go to bourbonoutfitters.com, I want to say. So get a bottle. And...
Or bodegacatwhiskey.com.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, better.
All right. Thank you, folks. We'll see you all in hell. Comedy. Woo! Good ass.